everyone. Welcome back to Geek It Out. I'm yours truly, Don8 here with my boy, DonPrime.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. Thank you for joining us. It's been a little bit of a weird Wednesday, and it's everything's been pushed back, or at least the good stuff has. If it, as Boxden already alerted to us, missing on a milk carton, both Harleys from Birds of Prey, Cable, and Deadpool 2. Loki, EndGame, Ahsoka, and Jango. So, Yep. So,
looky what we have here. A bloody delay. I can't believe it, y'all. Well, Ahsoka's not delayed yet. She was still slated for March. So she's still slated between February and March. So she's still in the game to get released. So past March, she is delayed. Past March. So, but all the talks that she was getting released February, you out of your damn mind. You know what I feel? I feel like we're getting trolled by Captain America, where he's at the camera, he's looking at us like, well, you thought that Ahsoka was gonna get released February, huh?
So you got the tension.
Yeah, you got the tension. Yo, Ahsoka got the tension.
I'm pretty sure this guy's a war criminal now, but whatever. I'm required by the state to show you this. Yeah, so and again, we'll just hit on some like rumors or whatever. Now, again, I actually just, quote unquote, saw this rumor like 10 minutes before we went on, and I have absolutely no verification. This is, again, first time I'm hearing of it, but apparently there might be a rumor going around that Hot Toy is, letting off staff, or they've had to release people. I just saw that. Apparently that's a rumor now brewing. I've heard nothing about that. And again, I don't know if that's someone just being a troll and other people are picking up on that troll rumor. I don't know. So, and then apparently the Hong Kong, they're going through another lockdown or a version of that post-Olympics, because I guess numbers are up again. And yeah, so it's a giant sandwich and we all got to take a bite.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
And
for me, delays don't bother me as much because it gives me more time to work on other figures and other companies that I have missed out on or they're still available. Hot Toys is still my main baby. No, without a doubt, it's still my claim that I claim. Like the top tier. It's the perfection of 1/6, right? But I do like to gamble and dabble with other figures, 1/6 out there.
Oh, yeah,
like
definitely.
3 zeros, like your third parties, like your Asmus, I don't really collect on them, but I like to, go about, try the other cuisines, the other local cuisines, you know what I mean? But as far as like Hot Toys concerned, I'm okay with the delays, but I understand that there's collectors out there that are hoping that these figures get released as soon as possible, or at the date that they were promised, and I get it. And we spend that money. You want these figures to get freaking released. I get it.
Well, I mean, for me, since I only pre-ordered the Mark 85 Battle Damage and Jango in December, so, and again, for me, when I went in and I looked and the dates were changed, I called in the Sideshow and they said, yeah, I was eligible to get not only my payments back, but my actual NRD, because apparently how I placed my orders indicated that, it was going to be delayed, longer than the required period. So, and the funny thing is, at least for my orders, and again, when I went and I canceled off the web page, the actual order page, normally it says you click cancel and then it says, warning, you've already paid this, you'll lose your deposit. For me, it actually didn't say that. It says the NRD was actually refundable. And in my emails from Sideshow saying the order was canceled, it says my NRD will be also returned. So again, I don't know if their system's changed where it's now going to be a little bit more based on when you placed your order and maybe potentially allotted to projected batches. I don't know. But again, if these things are delayed that long, I'm going to get my money back because, again, I have other things I can use that money for, right now. Like I got to renew my homeowner's policy.
Wow. I've heard the NRD was responsible for Boba too. Well, that thing is also getting delayed for us, for consumers, right? It's already been released. Most of the most of us here in the West did not get our stuff yet, right? For Book of Boba Fett. Now, not Book of Boba Fett, but Boba Fett 2-pack. United States. There's some people out there, some collectors that are getting smaller batches in and are able to get these shipped out. But most of us, I haven't even got a shipping notification yet on my Book of Boba Fett, my Boba Fett 2-pack. So it makes sense that people are getting their NRDs refunded because the Boba Fett 2-pack is not here yet, and it's only smaller batches. Hell, it's so bad that when I finished ordering my Marty and my Captain Puerto Rico, they were stuck in the docks for nearly 2 weeks before they actually got shipped out, and they were add to cart. Both of them were add to cart. So that's what's crazy.
Well, and the thing is too, like when my Venom came in, my email for the payment, it's your typical. It starts out, hey, we're expecting your Venom to come in so and so. We're going to charge your credit card tomorrow. Make sure all your stuff is ready by yesterday. So, and then I read more of the email and it says, we expect your figure within our warehouse within the next 10 business days. So it's one of those things, their systems can't even accurately project when they're going to actually ship out. So, I mean, and we'd all like Sideshow to readjust their system, but it's actually quite difficult to re-engineer a whole system just because you don't like the information that Sideshow is given by Hottoys, and then you have, the projected docking date or port date of a boat, both at origin and destination. And then you've got the unload time, you've got the warehouse transit time. I mean, yeah, it stinks, but again, these are all first world problems. And I'll just say this. I actually woke up on Tuesday, yesterday, or Monday morning, I'm sorry, that I actually had some custom leather work being done, and I didn't realize what country it was being done from. And yeah, so it was in a country that's, need to hold that line. And it was one of those things that kind of puts things in perspective. You're getting stuff made for a 1/6 scale figure, and then you see the country where, it was supposed to come from and it got canceled. And it's just like, yeah, I mean, and like Oilers just saying, it's just be patient. I mean, you can't control things that are out of your control. You'll go crazy.
Yep. And I think Oilers has a unboxing for us tomorrow, right? It's supposed to be popping up tomorrow.
Just maybe a short thing of a.
Yeah. I can't wait to actually see it, because every time I click on it, I think he has it on a private link to me to watch it. But every time I didn't say.
Yeah, it's supposed to be done
all over the place.
But. Yeah, it's supposed to come out. Wink, wink. He'll do it. Yeah, he'll do it when he does it.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch it. Let me see. Also, check out Oilers workshop if you ever want to see some awesome 1/6 scale. Not even 1/6 scale. He does a lot of different, custom bases and stuff for his figures, and it's pretty awesome. It got a lot of freaking tips and tricks on how to develop these bases for your own personal photography and all that jazz. Bugman. Nate, did you get your Asmus Gandalf Fett? Finally got mine 2 days ago after waiting 3. Yo!
I saw that too. 3,000 years. And the time of the Dark Ages.
Yo, that is so true. Yeah, I did. It was 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to be unboxing it hopefully next week or this week. I'm probably going to unbox it this week because I'm reaching that week where I have to let Sideshow know that, hey, there's a problem with the figure if there's something wrong with it. So I might have to open it sooner rather than later, because I'm probably going to unbox it this week, maybe on a morning stream this week. So stay tuned for that. But tonight, I am going to be unboxing the Venom, and tonight, I'm going to be unboxing both of them tonight on the midnight stream. So that should be a lot of fun. I'm guessing Hottoys might be putting out more reveal pre-orders like the Batman, which I'm letting y'all know, spoiler ban till Monday. All right, spoiler ban till Monday. I'm watching it tomorrow, so keep spoilers to the minimum, to not even a minimum, to a non-existent. Thank you.
Yeah, I haven't even seen it yet. But yeah, and I'll just, again, this is a warning. There's a lot of Doctor Strange 2 stuff out, which again may or may not be spoiler-ish. But again, just be careful. I found something out with stuff out which I kind of knew, but I didn't want to be confirmed on. But yeah, just be careful.
I'm later to the show. I'm late to the show, but I'm glad to be here. No, we're glad to have you. Thank you. Let me go through the comments. Everybody's coming in. There were several things I wanted to see. Boxton had a funny freaking comment here. Missing and on a milk carton. Both Harleys from Birds of Prey, Cable, Deadpool 2, Loki, Endgame, Ahsoka, and the latest victim, Jango freaking Fett.
You know what? I mean, when Ahsoka gets delayed, we should have the Clone Wars clip pulled up when she escapes and she's on in the underworld.
Yeah.
The underlevels where they like do the bolo. We're looking for that. We should do that clip. Like, have you seen this woman?
Yep,
you know.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? The meme. Here's one. The T8, the T1000 from Wayne's World. When he goes up to Wayne, have you seen this boy? Someone should be like, hey, just put Ahsoka, and it's the T1000 asking Wayne. I don't know.
Yeah, I wanted to play this up real quick. Give me a second. I gotta find the perfect moment. There you go. I want to play this for you guys because it's pretty much sums up what's going on today in the 1/6 scale community. So let's get this running real quick. One of my favorite scenes.
Yeah, Mayor. Real wrath of God type stuff. Exactly. Fire and brimstone coming down from the skies. He's boiling.
40 years of darkness, earthquakes, volcanoes.
The dead rising from the grave. Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. Enough.
That's pretty much what's going on today in the 1/6 scale community. All these delays. It's just mass hysteria.
Yeah. I mean, CT, we're not welcoming delays. I mean, there's a difference between welcoming a delay and then just realizing this is the new normal, and there's absolutely nothing we as consumers can do. It doesn't matter if it's Hot Toys or you're trying to buy a new car. Because again, 4,000 cars just sank in the Atlantic Ocean. 4,000 cars that were supposed to be heading and docking in Rhode Island. So, I mean, again, it's not just Hot Toys. It's everything from food to microchips to actual vehicles. And I'm not trying to justify anything. I'm just trying to say that
it could be worse. It could be worse. It could be worse.
Yeah, it could.
Like it's the thing is, I can't get mad over delays, right? If delays are going to happen, it's going to happen. It is how you say, like, first world problems. Like it's if delays are going to happen, when the world we're living in right now with what everything that's going on with the world, it's sort of like expected what's going on with the delays. I can't force Hot Toys, put out these damn figures. I hate these delays. They're going to put these figures out whenever they're ready. You can't force them to release these figures, even if and hey, you never know. Maybe the delay on Ahsoka or delay on Jango Fett is going to help better to figure out in the long run. You never know that either. So
yeah, and Oilers, it wasn't you. Funny as it is, I've got my my computer for working at home, and so we got a new one last year. And one of the functions of my job is I actually have to be able to go on the internet to research. So we have like all our little function bars, and one of them is like a little like something I can't turn off because I'm not an admin, where basically you hover over it and it gives you like the news of the day or whatever. So I just hover over that, and it was like a entertainment article, like this, that, other, and I'm like, are you kidding me? I just hovered over it, like not even went to click over it, but if you go over a button too long, it opens up. Yeah. So
are these guys getting high and driving these boats? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Where is Haylorian when I need him? He's here. He's here in the comments. He's just enjoying the hate. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, there's a difference between being mad and, and then just being pissed about stuff and then eating it up, having it just destroy you.
it's hard to be pissed. It's hard for me to accept getting angry over something I can't control. You know what I mean? If the world is saying delays, I can't control that. You know what I mean? The universe is saying delays, I can't control that. I can go myself to China and tell Howard stop with the delays. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I mean, because Hot Toys is working on with their own limitations now too. We won't get into anything geopolitical, but it's even from a perspective of just where Hot Toys is and the environment they have to deal to, it's a much different animal, even than from 2018 and 2019.
There you go, Sinister. Look at that. Sinister, he's on the right track right here. These delays are making me go after Grails. Can't believe I'm about to pull a trigger on a loose ESB snowtrooper. You see? When a door closes, there's another one to be open, my guy. There's another one to be open. Is it out of your damn mind? Of course, if you're going after a freaking Grail, you're out of your damn mind for going after Grails, especially for the price these Grails go for. But it's the way of collecting. But the thing is, for me, when a figure gets delayed, I have time to work on another figure. Maybe another hot toy I missed out down the line, or work on another army build. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or kit basher. Like, I ended up buying some those chain bases. You know, the modular. You know, like Loco Lu has some for his reviews. So I bought a set of those, and I bought all like different lights and different flashers, and so I'm all gonna hook them up, and I've got the USB power cable, so I'm going to paint that thing white and hopefully try to make it look like Echo based, and you know, light up some of the backgrounds and make them look like computers and stuff. So I mean, you got to do what you got to do to kill the time. So
okay, so let me see. There you go. Sean Smith had some information for us I wanted to share in the over the chats and all that. So the following Hot Toy release dates have changed on Sideshow. Iron Man Mark 85 Battle Damage from February 2022 to March and July of 2022. Delayed for the 7th time. Will release in Hong Kong for 12/20/2021. Jango Fett from January-March 2022 to May-July 2022. Delayed for the first time, has not been released in Hong Kong. No other Hot Toy items show that the expected release dates have changed since my previous post. So I know there were talks that Ahsoka was supposed to get released in October, I think, but I can't consider that as a delay just yet because the release date for Ahsoka was still like January and March, right? So she's not delayed as of yet. So once we get past the March, then she is delayed. But figures like Jango, yeah, that's delayed. I think Jango came out for pre-order before Ahsoka, right? That's ridiculous. That's out of your damn mind to think about, right? That that Jango Fett pre-order came out before Ahsoka.
I mean, I mean, all I know is my module cases weren't delayed, so knock on wood yet. So. Yeah.
Let me see. I'm going to get hate for keeping you informed.
Yes.
Not even keeping us informed, just accepting the delays. You know, we might get some hate for accepting the delays. How dare you, Nate? How dare you accept Hot Toys BS? I'm like, I can't do anything about it. I cannot do anything about it. Like I said, I can't fly over to Howard and knock on his door and let him know, hey, let me have that life-size Boba Fett and stop with the delays because I'm coming back home with something. You know, no, not even. You know, I'm coming back home. If I go over to Howard's place, I'm coming back home with the Jedi Starfighter. That's it. Give me the Jedi Starfighter, Howard, and we'll.
Oh, you're going small? Then you take the Starfighter. I'm taking the whole Falcon.
You're taking the whole Falcon? Where are you gonna put that? Like
I have it. Having it is okay. Having it is not the problem. Like you said, finding a place to display is the problem. But guess what? I still have it though. You know?
Oh damn! I put done. I canceled my 85 battle damage. I can use that money for something that's actually available. I had that on pre-order since 2009. Oh my god, 2019! I can't believe these figures been out this long for pre-order. Wow. So So is that really the problem that we're experiencing with Hot Toys? That like you said in the beginning, did they fire half their?
I don't know. See, that's I mean, I literally saw somebody post that, and they weren't saying it. They were saying, "Hey, this is a rumor I heard. Is there any legit backing to this?" Where apparently, like, a number of the staff has been either fired or let go. Again, I have nothing backing this up. This was literally something I saw that apparently a rumor is now going around.
Wow. So I am gonna look into canceling my Mark 85, get that canceled so I get the NRD back, because I still haven't ordered my quill yet, and this is a perfect opportunity to use that NRD and move it over to my quill and get that ready. Because I also got a coupon I want to use on quill. Well, the quill blurg. I'm still debating about the OG Mando and blurg. I'm still debating about getting that because I already have an OG Mando. So I don't know why I need to get this. The only reason why I would get this is because the blurg OG Mando, this is an updated OG Mando. This is a 2.0 because the original OG Mando cannot do that with the legs. The spread on the legs, that's impossible. Well, it's possible, but you're going to have to stretch that body. Stretch it. And that's a fat suit that's causing problems. This is a modified one that's helping it to spread the legs like that. So that's the reason why I'm probably going to get this one, because of the updated OG Mando.
Doc, we actually don't know when the mothership is going to, start garaging that pre-order for the Octo one. For all we know, that there could be a profit issue, and who knows? Sideshow could be seeing such a hit now from these delays where they might want more, and they might price themselves out. Again, who knows? I mean, the stuff we've been seeing recently, Sideshow needs to start making some of their money back, especially with all these delays now. And then again, you also got to remember the Grievous situation. I know it's died down, but they lost a lot of money, or they're still, because they're still doing runs, and if they haven't made the actual physical corrections to the figure, I mean, every figure they print is them just throwing money into the fire.
Let me see. In this quarter of the year, because Hot Toys does not release a lot of products, people create rumors with no facts. It's the same crap some quarter, different year. Okay. So it makes sense that they're
Exotic. Yeah, Exotic is right. So Ahsoka has been delayed before. So this is like the first or second delay period we've been going through. So because originally she was supposed to come out in 2021.
They won't admit that Ahsoka is delayed. Well, I feel that she's still in the quarter, right? Or unless October is
the current time frame. Yeah, you're talking about the current time frame.
Yeah.
Like, so you're saying she's not there's the yeah. So it's all conjecture. She's not delayed right now within her current period.
Yeah.
Because it's quarter one still until April. Then she's delayed again if we go to April and she's not out.
Okay, I get it now. This is the second delay for Ahsoka. She was originally scheduled for. Okay. So she was originally scheduled for the fourth quarter. I thought she was scheduled for the first quarter of 2022. So first quarter of 2022 is the second delay.
Yeah.
Well, the first delay. The second delay will be the one where she gets delayed April. Like, if she doesn't come out in March and she gets pushed to April and May, that would be the second.
Exactly.
Delay.
I believe so. And again, if we're wrong, the people will tell us.
Okay, so
we do this for you, the people.
Okay, so I was wrong. I thought that Ahsoka was slated for 2022 quarter one. So if this is correct, so Ahsoka, this is her first delay. She's still in her first delay pocket of 2022. But once she passes March, if she's not released in March, now we're entering the second delay.
Yeah.
So okay. So that's all I need to hear. Okay. So I was confused. I was confused for me. I thought that she was actually set up for release first quarter of 2022. So it was October originally, then adjusted to October, December, then changed the start. Okay. All right. Okay, so this is her first delay. but we're reaching the cap right now. March is the last one.
I mean, either way, she's not on the original scheduled time frame. We can all agree on that.
Yeah. Let me see. Soga ain't never coming out. Third delay. Yo, true story. If anybody keeps on saying she comes out next Friday, I'm gonna be pissed because I mean, like
Friday. Everybody get down Friday.
Ahsoka comes out every Friday for the past 2 months. Every Friday, Ahsoka. Every Friday. I'm like, well, where is she? Where is she, y'all? Nate Might said, why is it Hot Toys experiencing massive delays while other figures and statue companies aren't?
Production numbers?
Maybe they bit off more than they can chew. Honestly, remember, Hot Toys, I think they haven't opened another factory, right? I guess they're still working with the factories they have, right? I haven't heard anything about them expanding. They've expanded stores, but they haven't expanded production, right? So I'm feeling that they bit off more than they can chew. Because here's the thing: during the age of the pandemic, right, of 2020 to get to 2021, right, we saw delays with releases, but look what we saw. We saw a lot of pre-orders, right, to help that surge. That payment surge, right? To get that money flowing in, that capital flowing into the company, because a lot of these companies lost a lot of money. Even Denobi brought it up that there was companies that did not make it through the pandemic, and possibly Hot Toys was experiencing that, right? Hot Toys was experiencing that dilemma, but they were helped by, there was rumors that they were helped by the government, and not only that, helped out by us consumers throwing out money at these pre-orders, right? So just maybe we helped them to survive 2020, 2021, but now they got to deliver on these products. But unfortunately, these products are getting delayed because they bit off more than they can chew. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And again, it's one of those things too. The Mando line is increasingly becoming more popular in mainland Asia, where, the OT, the prequel trilogy, they didn't really have much of a following in the sequel trilogy. Well, that doesn't exist. So this is one of those things, like, they obviously love Iron Man over there, but the more Mando that gets introduced, the more sales go up. So again, and it's almost like, again, and Denobi actually did bring this up, and it's kind of a thing. Okay, so like Exo 6, they're doing officially licensed Star Trek figures. Data, Picard, they have Q out. They're going to do Cisco, Archer, Worf. And, they're able to produce something, from pre-order to release within 3 to 4 months. Now, some people don't think the quality is good. Others are okay with it. Listen, for what you're paying for these figures, for licensed likeness head sculpts, the $200 range, it's pretty decent. Now, granted, they don't have the number of accessories. Some people say the painting's a little lacking, but again, that's subjective. That's all based on your individual sculpt that you've got. But then you have other companies, like the third-party companies. Again, we don't know the numbers that these third parties are putting out. We can estimate, or we can get a general idea. If we call a Sideshow and talk to them, and they give us a general idea how many pre-orders they've got or how many units they have or are made, that's one thing. But with the third-party companies, again, we don't know. It could be a run of 500. It could be a run of 1,000. Who knows?
So, Clone Collector, you brought up a good point here. It feels weird not spending money. I'm like, shit, what do I do? What do you do? You look at other companies to spend your money on. This is why I've been saying, like, if Hot Toys is not delivering on certain figures, I'll be patient with them, and I'll work on other companies that have put it. Like, there's a couple of premium Transformers I want to get, from 3.0. There is a Fallout figure I want to get from 3.0. There's Asmus figures, like the Legolas. I'm just saying, there's other avenues to work on. Hell, let me show you guys. Look what I bought. I don't buy Funkos anymore, but look what I bought today.
Tails? Oh, Knuckles. Okay.
Knuckles Flocked edition, bruh. this is selling out from places right now. So I bought 2 of them, you know, and I can't wait to see the resale value skyrocket on this one because of the movie. So I can't wait to see what happens with this one. But yeah, there's other avenues to get into, right? There's other avenues. Oh, what you bought?
It's the Ig-mypigmeup XL Defiant.
Ah, that looks nice.
Yeah, I mean, I wish it was bigger. I mean, it's part plastic, part die-cast. Like, if you hit somebody, it do damage, so.
Nice. Let me see. Let me go through these comments here. Investment module cases, geeking out. Hot Toys is probably trying to price out manufacturing costs with different factories because of a lot of these factories are using pandemic to charge exorbitant amounts of money to make product. Also, that's another thing I wanted to bring up: the pandemic. There's another surge of the pandemic over there. No, I can't say the word, but the Rona over
the
there.
Ron.
So, the Ron, yeah, the R's.
Yeah, Captain Ron is back, and he ain't your friend this time.
Yeah, Captain Ron is not your friend. So they're closing down some. They're making precautions of what's going on over there. So things are slowing down again. So Jean Donnelly brought this up too. What is happening right now with Hot Toys is how it is like every year from January 1st to March 31st. Remember, we had the Chinese New Year and we had the Olympics as well, right? So would the Olympics cause this sort of like delay as well? That's what I'm trying to figure out because I've only been in this game for 2 years.
I'll just say this. Without getting political, without saying anything that's going to get us flagged, the country that the Olympics were held in, reports are apparently they asked another company to hold off doing something to another country until said games were over. So, and again, like literally all of Europe, like the airspace is redone, like shipping has been redone again, and like every service available, like from banking to shipping, FedEx, DHL, UPS, everything. They're now refusing to send anything in or out of said country. Like if stuff is en route, it's being returned. So unfortunately, there's going to be there's going to be overlap in play into that as well. I don't know how, and again, I don't want to expand on any theories, but the stuff that is going on now is going to affect certain things one way or another because of associations. So.
Oh, through that, another thing I want to bring up, the whole thing with the shipping, like it's affecting companies like Comiconcept. He can't get the figures I ordered because the shipping constraints out over there, the shipping bans. So until those things get lifted over there, he can't get the figures that I have ordered. And
yeah, like Cybercraft, they make the helmets.
Yeah.
Now they a couple of days ago they said, hey, they're gonna try and send out everything that they can. And again, this was like the morning after sanctions, and like literally no banks were worth, and the ruble crumbled to zero. And apparently they were gonna try and use alternate sources. But like the thing is now, like they legally cannot ship anything out. And essentially like their money is worthless now. So it's one of those things that's like they're not like Cybercraft is probably done as a company.
Okay. Guess who is in the Loco and the Lu?
What's poppin', people? Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. What's up, my brother DonPrime? What's up?
Going on, brother?
Meister, the captain of the ship. What's up?
Yo, what is up, man? Hell, what's going on with delays, bro? What's up? We got delays? Ahsoka got delayed. Well, she's about to get delayed again.
Yeah.
Jango Fett got delayed. Mark 85 battle damage got delayed, bro.
This is the reason why. Here's the reason why. Remember what I was telling you about before, where they keeping the pre-order numbers up, right? So that way they could get all the newbies to come in, right? Also, this is a pattern that's going to be happening with this storm. Denobi's been saying it for the longest time. We're going to get bombarded with pre-orders, and there's going to be a lot of tap-outs. So with a lot of pre-orders also comes with a lot of tap-outs. So People are not fulfilling orders or whatever the case may be. And then there's the situation happening with the world. So you add that all together, it's a taco and a half. Just saying. A couple of tacos and a half.
Couple of tacos and a half.
But you're gonna be thankful that it's like this for those who are waiting for it to be released and announced to pull the trigger. But those who already paid it in full or have a payment plan and has already paid it, you guys are basically playing the waiting game like you did with Pennywise for those who purchased Pennywise and waited what was it, 2 years?
I think it was pushing almost like the Hulkbuster at that point. I think it passed the Hulkbuster.
Yeah, it passed the Hulkbuster. So,
but not Gamora. Gamora still holds the record.
Really, Gamora holds the record?
I think Gamora still holds the record.
Let's see.
Wow, that's crazy.
But that's the way it is, man. Like, what can we do? You know, like we are the consumers. The only thing we can do is wait because we're not there to see what they're doing. We're not there to witness the ins and outs, and a lot of us don't understand, and a lot of us are just speculating. But I'm putting what real world events have occurred and what is occurring now, because think about it. We didn't have as many people into Hot Toys until the vid. You get what I'm saying?
Well, not even. What are them stimmies? What about them stimmy checks?
Dude,
man?
that's what I mean. The vid.
Yeah.
Because think about it. You're trapped at home. There's nothing to do. And then there was a lot of things in regards to rent and mortgage being pushed back because of, you know, work wages and whatever. So whoever was best egging those stimuluses, right? And still hustling on the side and doing their thing, they had themselves a little chunk of change. Not much, but enough to start opening a collection. Like a certain somebody we know. 2 squares above. 2 squares above.
Hey, Daddy, chill. Daddy, chill. Wait, you stay down there on that floor, okay? You stay down there at the third.
Yeah, like I didn't buy any.
Listen,
yeah.
I wouldn't want to be up there anyway because I always.
No, you better stay down there. You better stay down there.
I always.
It's like I'm the center square, and I need to block both your asses.
Nah, but real talk, you know, we're waiting for it to be released. For those who pre-ordered it, they're excited for something new. But enjoy what you got. There's a lot of people who don't have anything and wish they could even just step a pinky toe into this pond and enjoy the things that we have. You get what I'm saying? So,
oh yeah.
So this is what I called a first world problem, right?
Yeah,
Definitely
we mentioned it in the beginning. But I do feel for the collectors that have been waiting for these figures, because we do spend a premium on getting these figures, and we want these figures to be, you know, out on time. And I get it, but this is not endgame time anymore. Like by endgame time, I mean like 2018, before the world went to chaos. It's not like this anymore. You know, we had like what, 1 or 2 delays. Now we got everybody delayed. Everybody and their mother is delayed now. You know what I mean? So
now this is a perfect segue into, now that things are being delayed and those who are in the works of purchasing stuff or getting things on lock, let's be honest, a lot of things are not selling out until it's released, right? So if you really enjoy a character or enjoy the artwork that's presented to you into a 1/6 scale figure, lock it down. That you do what you want, but lock it down for yourself, right? If you want to play catch up with everything, that's cool, because collecting, that's what it was about. It was about buying what you want and you enjoy what you want in your collection, and then when you have time for it, when you feel it, you go for the chase. A lot of people love the chase. Who remembers going to the store, picking up your favorite stuff? Like, this is different because it's Hot Toys, but you could always play the chase game with these and get it on the secondary market or in trade groups, you know. But you're running the risk of paying a higher price tag, always, when you play that type of game.
But we're not in that same environment with Hot Toys anymore.
No.
These figures that we had thought that were going to hit waitlist before release, they're still here. Like Captain Rex, he is still here.
Well, I mean, and the thing is too, you also have to realize, especially in the last 8 to 10 months specifically coming forward, inflation is now at such a point, it's costing the additional family like just a baseline minimum $250 to $300 additional a month. Okay, and again, I don't have kids, don't I have it, I just take care of myself. So again, I'll admit I am outside the norm. So that's not affecting me as much as other people. But just the inflation and the additional cost of living for everything else combined, that's eating any discretionary funds people would have. So it's so much to the point now. It's like, oh, I wanted to grab this figure, but again, gas went up, my whole bills went up. So now if I want to go out, do I not go out for 6 weeks to save up for this, or do I go to the movies? It's real
movies.
Yeah, I mean it's a real world choice a lot of people have to make. So
yes.
So, I wanted to bring this up because Stacy keeps hitting me with this.
Uh-oh.
I feel for Nate having to get 6 Pennywise. Are you out of your damn mind, Stacy? I am not getting Pennywise, let alone 6. All right? I am not getting Pennywise. Who thinks I'm getting Pennywise? No, I hate that character. All right? I don't even want that in my collection. God. You out of your damn minds with that. Like the thing is, I'm a believer that if you keep putting it into the universe, it's going to happen. And somehow, some way, Pennywise is going to end up in my house, and I don't want that to happen. Okay, I'm a firm believer on that. Okay, please, for the love of God, it's kind of like saying Beetlejuice 3 times. Okay, he's gonna pop up. If you say Pennywise 3 times, he's gonna freaking pop up. Please, for the love of God, stop doing this to me.
Pennywise.
I'll be both Pennywise. Somebody said, I hate y'all. I hate y'all.
Hey, Nate, guess what? At least it's not Spider Pennywise.
Or you mean Venomized Pennywise?
No, I'll be honest. If it was like the Spider Pennywise, I would. For me, the Spider version of Pennywise is actually less scary than Pennywise himself. Does that make sense?
Yeah. The
Somebody
Spider one, I could
clowns.
rock. I could rock to the Spider, but the clown, no, get that away from me, man. Now the thing is, ever since I watched Tim Curry's Pennywise, that left me scarred for life. And anything with Pennywise after that, like it reminds me of freaking Tim Curry.
As soon as it's just that one scene where he's holding the balloon and he has the sudden jaw drop and the eye movement where he's like, and you see and it's like that has burned into my brain.
Mm-hmm.
As Loco must have burned his food.
Yep. But let me see. Choice between living and Hot Toys shouldn't be a choice at all. Hot Toys can wait. Wait a minute. Settle down, Sinister. Settle down. Let's be humble here, okay?
Hot Toys is life.
Hot Toys is life.
Like the Jem'Hadar.
Yeah, the Hot Toys is life.
Yeah, the Star Trek nerds will get that.
Let's be humble a bit right there. Let's take it easy. Let's not be too hasty here, okay? Hot Toys is still life, all right? Like I've always said, like Loco Lu's back. Hey,
yeah, sorry, I disconnected. What was it that Don said?
Oh, Hot Toys is life.
Hot Toys is life. Hot Toys is the elixir of youth, my guy.
Hot Toys is that 6-scale life, baby.
Yeah.
Hot Toys is that Ketracel white.
Mm-hmm.
Hot Toys is that ketchup and mustard you put on a dog, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Hot Toys over women, bro. Hot Toys over women. All right, women.
Hot Toys over women.
Women will break your. Women. Hey. Women break your heart, but Hot Toys, they keep it to your heart forever, bro. Hot Toys keep your heart forever.
Oh God, there's so many jokes I could say, but I can't.
Hot Toys stay in your heart though. It stay right here, bro. Women though, they leave you for the next rich guy. I'm just saying. Somebody send Pennywise to Nate's brother so he can sneak in to the display case. I hate you both. I hate y'all.
I'll do it when we do Miniature Heroes season 2.
I've been put in my place, bruh. Lou, turn on your camera. Let's see you eating those tacos, bruh.
Is this? Oh God. This is some weird fetish, huh?
You see, Stacy knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, Hot Toys only breaks your wallet. It only breaks the wallet grows back.
And your closet space if you happen to keep the boxes and the shippers, because again, I'm one of those people, and I even do it for my high-end Transformers. Again, if you pay a certain amount of money and you ever have to sell it, certain things should have the associated items with it to include the box. Again, if you pay a certain amount and you want to get something back for it. So
here's the thing, though. Hot Toys, they break your wallet, right? But the wallet always grows back. As far as like your heart, though, it grows back. It grows back, not the way it was, bruh.
It grows back. I thought it just
never
grows
heard
back
it
with a
grows back.
vengeful hate for certain.
So I'm
Like-
just saying, guys.
And the mother-in-law.
No. Listen. I'm sorry. I don't know what you guys talking about a wallet. I never seen my wallet. My wallet's never there.
Because your wife has it now. I'm just saying.
My wife has my wallet.
Yeah, your wife has your wallet now.
Wait. No,
Babe,
no.
you have my wallet.
Yep.
Wait, Nate.
You heard
There's an
that?
appropriate. Let's go.
She said, "Yep, I spent it."
Nate, if I super chat, Lou, gotta keep his camera on.
I think.
Yo, Loco Lu, Doc wants that camera on, man.
Yeah, that camera action.
Oh man, he wants you eating, bro. He wants you eating.
Who has a fetish for the Loco eating food?
It's Doc.
It's Doc.
You see this? You see this malarkey? This is a malarkey.
Malarkey. That. What are we? 1930s.
Hold on.
See here now. She.
They think I'm
Tell me,
like,
I'll talk you news all the time. You malarkey. See.
Nah, they think I'm like one of those guys or girls who do the whole like look at me eat. And you know what I think it is? It's my fault because whenever I want to see you guys and talk to you guys and engage you guys, I have the camera, kindly tilted here, and then I'll eat on the side, like, you know what I mean?
Yo, oh my God, JC, Nate, you're a wise man. I stay away from women, just Hot Toys for me. But also, it's not only women, but the men too. Okay, so so I'm just saying. Love, man. Love. I'm just saying, be careful with love, bro. Be careful with love. But let's go. Enough about love. Let's talk about the love of Hot Toys. Let's go back to that.
Oh, okay. I'll come back after I finish scarfing these down, and I meet you guys downstairs.
Where you going?
When it's quiet, because you see, I got company right now. So let me eat, and I'm gonna go downstairs, and then we could talk more about more toys.
All right, go ahead, bro.
All right, and this is as far as you're gonna get me eating tacos, because me eating tacos is not a pretty sight. I'm just saying. Later. Don't forget to hit that like button.
Peace.
Peace.
I just canceled a date and order another. You see, my man, keeping the Hot Toys strong, man. Oh yeah, another 501st. Hey, man, I'm this close to buying another 501st because of these delays. Not really, though. I'm sticking to my 8 because I want to keep my 8. And then I'm moving on to my next army build, which will be hopefully the 212. Hot Toys, if you're listening to me, May the 4th be with you on a 212 release, my guy. Pre-order.
Airborne. Airborne. We need my airborne troopers.
Airborne troopers. True that.
Well, actually, they could technically do 3 variants. You have the normal 212, you have the airborne trooper, and then you actually have like the communications trooper that. His backpack is almost like the communications rig. He has antennas. It's kind of like the 41st Elite Guard where they have the antenna on the back, but it's more of like a actual backpack design built into the armor. So.
Ooh, I like this hashtag. Hot Toy Strong. Yeah, Hot Toy Strong.
Yeah, and then just for you, Nate, they got to do a 212. He's got to come with a pair of boxing gloves.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, USA, for supporting Ukraine. Oh, true story. True story. Ukraine, keep strong, baby. Stay strong.
Hey, hold that line.
Hold the line. Hold the line, y'all. Go to Kyiv. Keep on racking the kills, bro. All right. Let me see. Nate, I was gonna stop at 8501st 2 until I looked up how big a legit squad is, and it's 9+ commander. So no.
Oh,
no.
What squad though are you?
Well, this is how you mitigate that. Your commander is Captain Rex. That's your ninth. That's your ninth guy. Captain Rex is your ninth guy. That's how you mitigate that. That's why you don't go with your 9 501st. That's all. That's on me though. My Captain Rex is my 9th 501st. But Don,
are you going by Star Wars lore or are you going by actual military lore? Because again, at least for the Army, a squad was 2 fire teams. you know, which of the actual fire team, you have Alpha fire team, you have the Bravo fire team, then you'd have this actual squad leader. So a total Army squad is 9. And last I knew, the Marines, the total squad was 13, 3 fire teams, A, B, C, plus a squad leader. So again, if you're going by Star Wars lore, that's what Star Wars lore is. But if you're on real squad size, it's either 9 or 13 for light infantry.
Okay. He says Clone Squad is 9 troopers plus a commander. Okay. I get that. Okay. I can see why you want to throw in the 9th. I can see why. My 9th was going to be Captain Rex, but I see what you're saying. 9 troopers. We'll see what happens if I'm able to throw one more trooper into the mix for the 9. But my 8 is my last one right there. My 8th 501st. And if I have room to throw and time to throw in another one, I might get the 9th in. So, but be humble, y'all, because we got other figures to work on. You know what I mean? So that's crazy. 8 501st at this point. A 9th one? Oh my God. You know how many figures you could, yeah, because usually a safe number for army building is 2 or 3. But adding an extra 6 to that's 6 figures you could have thrown from another set, another line from Hot Toys. Hell, another company of figures. But hey, that's a sacrifice we make as army builders. I'm just saying, keep strong, y'all. Keep strong with the army building gang. Let me see. Wondering how many got the Coruscant Guard and what you display him with. Would love to get him, but he doesn't really fit in anything. Well, right now, until they give us the Commander Fox, this your Coruscant Guards will only be working well with your Darth Mauls when they get released.
Ahsoka's.
Or your Ahsoka's, but Darth Maul, pose them up together with Darth Maul for a fight. But as far as like kind of like a Coruscant Guard meets Royal Guard situation, if you have a Palpatine, that might work, but it's not the same Palpatine, right? So, I'm looking at my collection right now. Yeah, there's no other figure to set up with your Coruscant Guards right now.
Well, I turned mine into an ARC trooper. So I had I did the pauldron, I did had the camo made, built them an ammo best, did the whole 9. So I mean, it is what it is. So
let me see. I used the points to get BD marker if I sucks having to wait. Yeah, I know. I think I think we were the ones that pushed you to get that. I do apologize about that. I thought that Mark 85 was, one and done, get that out there, but apologize. I remember you ordering that on stream with us, and we all said Mark 85, right? I remember that. You got the points to drop it. But hey, you can always just cancel and they'll give you the points back. Those points don't get lost. So if you want to cancel,
well, again, depending on how old they are, though, because again, there's the 1-year expiration date, though. So if there's a situation where you might lose points, I'd call Sideshow and say, hey, here's the situation. Will you extend them out? What's the deal? And just emphasize that you realize this isn't Sideshow's fault. They're selling the stuff. They're not, producing and shipping it. So, and again, as long as you emphasize, you understand that, especially the customer service people at Sideshow, they're just normal people trying to work a job. They don't know anything other than what the computer screen or what they're told. So just, again, talk to them, see what they can do, and give them a chance to make it right. Because, again, 99% of the time, their customer service is exemplary. So just, give them a shot to make things right.
Hey, Mr. Stacy, say, yeah, it's your fault, then you better give me some tacos to make up for it. Yo, I'm the victim here, all right? I'm also part of this freaking delay situation, y'all. I'm just saying, I'm also the victim. Okay?
I'm a victim here too, but I got my money back, and I'll just use it for other stuff now.
Nate, is safe to pay off existing pre-orders or just wait for the drop? Nate, is it safe to pay off the existing pre-orders or just wait for the drop? I honestly, right now, if you have any pre-orders right now, and you may want to work on them, get that out of the way so you don't get hit with all these freaking releases at once, and then you got to pay a certain amount of money just to get all the releases paid off. Unless you're Now, I've stopped pre-ordering. Like I do still pre-order, but I cut it down my pre-orders amounts because I've seen the light when Denobi told me about the whole like what happens when all these end up hitting your bank account like out of freaking nowhere. So that's why you don't want to keep as many pre-orders in your pocket unless you already have them paid off. Then you're fine. They only got to pay off the shipping. I'm just saying is I just wait because the thing is we're not in the situation anymore unless it's the figures that are in the bottom feeders. There are bottom feeder pre-orders that like for example characters like Director Krennic. Director Krennic is one of those situations, but Moff Gideon, he's been the bottom feeders forever. So that's a figure you might want to have a pre-order in, and a Dark Trooper, because they've been down there forever on the bottom feeders. So those are the figures you want to work on. Now, you see all these figures we have over here for bestsellers. They're not going to sell out. Bestsellers. These are going to sit. Right? Now you got the Wonder Womans, but the reason why they probably will sit, well, the deluxe is because of that price. But when you got the bestsellers, like for example, people are pre-ordering Doc Ock early or the DeLorean, they're going to sit for a bit because they made enough, right? And also the Mandalorian Deluxe Edition. The only reason why you want to pre-order early is to work on getting the payments done as quickly as possible. If you have a payment plan, get them done early for the smaller amount of payments or the smaller amount for those payments. They extend it out to almost 8 months. So
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna, and again, our opinions or advisors, I'm gonna differ a little bit from Nate. Like right now, after I canceled Jango and Mark 85, just to because of the delays to get my money back, I only have 5 figures on pre-order right now, and it's like some figures, like X06, depending on the figure, the character, it's one of those things. Yeah, you might need to jump on it quick, or you might not to. Other places, other lines, you might need to jump on it. You might not need to. But at least for Hot Toys, and this is all because of world events, everything leading up. I'm at this point almost hesitant to place an order with a place where I have to put in an RD. Now, again, if that means I have to save my money up in a separate account and then pay for it all in full, I mean, I would be prepared for that. And I'm also, making interest, quote unquote, while doing that. But it's almost like, do you want to risk your money or, risk your money being with someone else for, and again, I over $500 were in those 2 figures just in, payments. And I'm not in any good conscience just, essentially giving Sideshow an interest-free loan for $500 for anywhere, which could be 3 to 7 months. Or longer if Mark 85 battle damage turns into another Captain America situation again.
Well, like I said before, the only reason why you want to start pre-orders early is either the ones you've pretty much scoped out, the ones that are like bottom feeders. You're like, yeah, not many of these are going to be put out. I want to secure my pre-order just in case another Krennic. So Spider-Man's is never going to be that situation. The Spider-Man's are going to sit. And the Mandalorian Deluxe here, it's never going to be a Krennic situation. There's too many of these being put out for pre-order. Too many people are buying pre-order. You're fine with this. You just got to look in the situation of these figures. See where they're at in the pre-order list. Because that's where it helps. Even if you look at the pre-order list, the Tusken Raiders, they still haven't sold out yet. And they're still, they were, in the bomb feeders. They were doing better than the Tank Trooper and stuff. But still, I'm like, I'm here surprised that they still haven't sold out yet. So you just got to see your situation, see what you're working with. And like I said before, the reason why I pre-ordered Day 1 the DeLorean over here, because of that juicy freaking payment plan. 8 payments. And what I'm working with, let me see. I remember dropping $156, $120 of, okay, so $92 a month, right? I brought this down to $78 a month, I think, with the awards. So for 8 months, that helps me out big time. So all I'm saying is, if you're buying big ticket figures and they got like 8-month payment plans or 5-month payment plans and they cut down on the amount of money you got to put in for those payment plans, I say go for it. Get those out of the way because they're big ticket figures.
Yeah, I mean, like I still have the Mark 85. I mean, the Mark 1 pre-order, but my payments don't even start until what, October?
Yeah.
And I'm doing the full, you know, I'm being as cheap as I can, like you. I'll pay as little as I can for the longest as I can.
Yeah. So those people are saying, hey, you gotta pre-order Rex. You gotta pre-order so and so. These so and so figures are hyped up. They're high in the freaking bestsellers right now. So they're living high in the money, right? They're living high right now. So they are gonna last. They are gonna last. So you don't have to go after these high quality figures. You can sit back, relax, and then wait till order drops. On Hot Toy drops pretty much on the arrivals. For example, Ahsoka. I don't think Ahsoka is going to sell out. I think there's plenty of stock for them, and you can wait till she actually gets released before you make a pre-order. So I feel like we're not in that age of Hot Toys anymore, where you gotta set your pre-order before they release because they will sell out. I don't think we're in that situation anymore.
No, gone is the days of exclusivity. Upon us is the days of mass market retail.
Nate, your DeLorean payment is your DeLorean payment is paying someone else's salary. So Hot Toys. That is true. So if you decide you want to make the payments early, remember you are doing that as well. I'm fine with that. I understand what I'm doing. I understand, which is fine. Now you can always just save up for 8 months and do it that way. Put in a savings account and like Don says, and do it that way. But for me, I'm fine. Just going this route. For me, you could do it. You can have your own plan, doing the whole saving plan thing, and have that savings be ready to pay off this DeLorean when it comes out. Hell, you could do the same thing with the Ecto 1. I don't even know when did the Ecto 1 ever get released on Sideshow. I've been waiting for a literal week for this. It's been like 2 weeks. I feel like it's been 2 weeks. Nothing at all. But I do have backups. I know other locations where I can get it.
Real quick, Jay, Big Dog Pound. There is no way I would order anything with Mera and the woman who plays her. No. Yeah, so not a fan of that woman. So.
Nah, I don't pre-order statues, and also, even though Mera is a Hamina, I won't get her because of the situation with that actress. But I understand the character. I like the character, but the actress is a whole different story. But she is still Hamina, but I'm not going to get her.
She's a Hamina, kill you.
Nate, I kind of like exclusivity, but you only get that with statue. Yeah, and we're not in the situation anymore with Hot Toys, where Hot Toys used to be that exclusivity. But guys, I have to, bring in. You all know, I've been waiting for him. The man, the myth, the legend, Dondomi.
Yeah, I only show up because of that intro. I eat it up, boy. I tell you what. I was gonna send you a message. I go, it's a slow news week. I go, there's nothing to talk about, is there really?
Well, just recently today, everyone's getting delays out of from Jango.
Oh,
Jango getting delayed.
Mark 85 battle damage.
Getting delayed to the States.
Apparently, the test platform Tony Stark is delayed as well.
Test platform.
That's like the mech suit, like the testing suit when he's making the Mark II.
The reissue, the 2.0.
The V2 of that.
Yeah. So it's a 2.0 reissue. Hello, everybody. Gilberto, Blackbird. I was just kind of going through my pre-order chart. I'm like, it's a slow news week. This is kind of creepy. We should be talking about drops announcement,
Mhm.
and it kind of feels like the calm before the storm is my concern. I did see on social media though that there has been delays, and I even responded to somebody on Reddit. Like, I actually canceled my Mark 85 battle damage on Sunday. On Sunday or on Monday. No, I'm sorry. I apologize. Monday. I called Sideshow. I'm like, look, I spoke to a nice girl. I go, look, I'm cleaning up my pre-order list. It's been over 2 years and I need to move on with this relationship. It's exactly what I told her. She started to laugh. And and she canceled my Mark 85 because it's not that I'm not going to get it, the Mark battle damage, is because I now suspect that it's going to end up in the bargain bins and off of the Hong Kong retailers, just
With
because
the free
I've seen.
shipping. Yeah.
Apparently, it already
Yeah.
has been, but people have been commenting they don't want to take the risk, buying it from Toys Wonderland, because God help if you get a busted figure, Toys Wonderland's going to basically be like, yeah, what?
Oh,
so
no.
how's that our problem?
No, I wouldn't buy from them though. I have had good success with KG Hobby and GN Toys, and even Line Rock Toys. My God, they're like discounting stuff. The guy ships pretty fast. I haven't had any issues with Line Rock Toys. He's selling the Iron Patriot for $388 total price. I'm like, God, I'm clutching my chest, and $388 for the Iron Patriot, brand new. That includes shipping and everything. There's no tax. And I'm like, man, I just bought my Iron Patriot from a local comic book shop at full retail. And it's like,
Yeah.
why am I holding on to my pre-orders now? I go, I'm not committed to these retailers. I gotta start looking out for Denobi 2.
Number one.
Number one, Denobi 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it's bonkers, man. It is bonkers. So I had planned on doing an evening run either today or tomorrow, so I can do a Ecto 1 comparison, but I didn't want to do one until the official Ecto 1 pre-orders hit the Sideshow in the US. So that's taking a little bit extra longer than normal.
Why do you think that? Because people have been asking, like, where is the Ecto 1? Why hasn't it showed up on Sideshow? Now, other companies, other other parties are selling them. Like the Fat Toy Store, Comiconcept. They have these Ecto 1s ready. Sideshow doesn't.
But it's not like they're like contractually obligated like Hot Toys is. You know how Hot Toys is for Sideshow, they are the main U.S. distributor in the U.S. Blitzway, they're not 100% committed to Sideshow. Not saying that they won't sell. Every big ticket item I've purchased from Blitzway, I've gotten it through Sideshow. My endoskeleton arm from Blitzway, that came from Sideshow. My Ecto 1 came from Sideshow. Most of my heavy hitters from Blitzway has come from Sideshow, but they're just because they handle the largest orders. I'm assuming they come in the last is what I'm guessing. Yeah. Not to mention, I'm assuming that Sideshow will also be distributing the Blitzway Ecto 1s to some of the local comic book shops too, because Alter Ego hasn't gotten their Ecto 1 pre-orders up yet, and they sold the Ecto 1 originally. I remember they sold it. And it's even still archived. They sold it for the retail price for $1,400, and they weren't charging tax, just shipping. I don't know what the shipping was though. Shipping on the Ecto 1 is going to be pretty expensive, so it's not something that we need to panic. It's going to come probably even by Friday. So I'm not too worried about it though.
I have other. Like the time that Sideshow has not dropped it, I've looked at other venues and I've had other options for me.
Yeah.
If the price and the deal that I have with Sideshow is not looking as sweet as I thought it would look like by the time they do it, I'll go to my plan B. And that's another thing. Like, guys, I understand you want Sideshow to drop it. You got points, you got coupons. I get it. But you always want to look out for yourself and also look out for plan B. You got time for plan B. These figures ain't gonna sell out on pre-order just yet.
No.
So you got time to look at plan B. and Plan C and Plan D and Plan E and Plan F. You know, the whole freaking outfit of plans. I'm just saying.
What's up, Loco Lu?
What's up, Denobi? How you doing, big boy?
Nate,
I'm good.
I think the Ecto one, the Afterlife Ecto one, is going to be a small batch.
Really?
I do. There's a lot of telltale signs that I can look at now that will probably affect that batch. So
is it because of the price?
No, it's because of the sandbagging that's currently happening with pre-orders.
Okay.
Think about it. We're in March, and we're still being throttled on drops. Remember, a lot of these year one collectors, they all jumped on that day one pre-order bandwagon. So a lot of them are committed. You're only given so much leeway before you're allowed to cancel, possibly get your refund back. But has Jango Fett been delayed more than 90 days? I want to say yes now officially.
Yeah, I got my NRD back on that and Mark 85.
So
yes, Jango Fett is delayed.
So you can get your money back on that if you decide to. And the Mark 85, I canceled mines on Monday. I was over it, and people need to, I guess, collectors need to realize that. I know that you're only a lot of collectors are only focused on one intellectual property, but they all coexist and live with each other. DC affects Marvel, Marvel affects Star Wars affects them all. And clearly Hot Toys is having problems keeping up with the supply and demand. So I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say other than that. I'm glad I didn't day one pre-order a lot of this stuff, because you just think about it though. Think about it. The 2-pack of Boba Fett's went into pre-order February of 2021. And they were originally scheduled to drop between March, April, and June, and then they were pushed up early.
Yeah.
That in itself could be seen as a wrench being thrown into the works right there. A $550 purchase that they just recently started charging, where a lot of collectors probably weren't anticipating that until spring. You take that and then you compound it with the Assault Tank Commander, the Mustard Trooper, and then whatever other IPs or even other outside toy companies you may have pre-ordered with. It is a recipe for disaster. 100%.
Well, not only that, the whole thing, with Book of Boba Fett let a sour taste in, to have the community for Star Wars. That community that I've seen people cancel their Book of Boba Fett, Boba Fett 2-packs because of that show. So I've been seeing people just cancel. Oh, I'm just canceling. Like, this is not the Boba Fett I wanted. So, and I do agree with you, though. Be like, you joked about this, but I do agree that Hot Toys, or Sideshow should have got these figures in as soon as possible for the show finale, because everybody was on board with that Boba Fett 2-pack, and then the show happened. Like, I enjoyed the show, but I get there's collectors out there that did not enjoy it, so they're canceling that 2-pack. So.
Yeah. Barn from Paul to pay Peter. Yeah, it is a little bit concerning. Denobi, based on what you're seeing on Hot Toys Performer, are you at least somewhat worried about the DeLorean? The only thing I'm worried about the DeLorean is that it'll just get throttled and sandbagged like everything else. So whatever the estimated drop date for that, you can probably just add an additional 90 days at this point.
Yes.
So what's it slated for? Spring of next year? So you can spring, so you can probably assume it'll be a summer drop. Yeah, on that one. And then on top of everything else that's getting throttled, I'm looking at my Hot Toys pre-order Star Wars, and I'm still looking at 34 that have not shipped from Sideshow. Now, my Hot Toys Star Wars pre-order Storm Tracker does include 2023. And there's a specific reason why you would want to include 2023. Why would anybody only look at 2022 and ignore 2023?
That's not smart.
That's not smart, especially if things are being throttled and sandbagging, constantly being pushed. Everything that's happening in this year will greatly affect the dynamics of next year's pre-orders. That's how you should always look at it.
Yeah.
So to put on the horse blinders and not look at 2023 for any of the existing Star Wars pre-orders, again, that's another recipe for disaster there too. Wishing these companies would hire more than Hot Toys to make their figures. Competition can only help the hobby out. I don't know if it's about competition at this point. It's about, are human beings still staying alive, or?
Well, yeah. I feel that Hot Toys has been off more than they can chew, because Denobi, you were bringing this up throughout 2021 that, you know, with all these pre-orders happening, and then then these rumors that Hot Toys needed a little bit of help to stay afloat during those pandemic years, right?
Yeah.
And not only that, with what you told us, that there was companies that freaking, you know, died out during the pandemic. And then we have all these damn pre-orders popping up. Oh, like, it's crazy. Why did Hot Toys need to put out all these pre-orders? We have, let me see, we have almost 135 pre-orders on Sideshow just for Hot Toys alone. 135 and 152 that are available.
It doesn't make any sense. The only thing that it resembles is this is me speculating here, folks. It resembles a pyramid scheme where you don't have enough money to continue R&D or distribution or manufacturing at this end, so you need to fundraise at the back end here by releasing more pre-orders to ensure that at the front of the train, those existing pre-orders get released. And you do this, you end up in this vicious cycle where you're borrowing from the pre-orders here to finish off the pre-orders that are in a 2-year hiatus. The Harley Quinn from Birds of Prey, I mean, I can go down the list. There's a ton of them that are now exceeding over 2 years. So we know the Battle Damage Mark 85 was released in Hong Kong, but it hasn't been shipped from the US here from Sideshow yet. And collectors, as life changes, right? Because that pre-order was done 2 years ago when life looked radically different, right? Life was completely different. So life has affected a lot of collectors dramatically in the 2-year situation. So cancellations, adjustments, evolving, adapting like the Borg to the new environment. Yeah. It's
Denobi, well, your years of collecting, have you seen something like this with other companies, or it's something
other companies aren't overstretching themselves? Blitzway doesn't have a lot on their list. Now there is evidence though from Hasbro that they are getting throttled in some of their pre-orders. I'm quite aware of that in G.I. Joe, Batman, and so forth. But Hasbro doesn't have anything to worry about as far as funds. Their best financial year in history was 2020. They made so much money. They were essentially printing money. So even if their production gets throttled, they'll be fine. They'll be fine, especially since everything that's been released from Hasbro has been a super win. I mean, people are still talking about the Razor Crest on multiple different channels. You know, the HasLab Razor Crest. People are still talking about that. So going back to Hot Toys, which is my main concern, it's one of those I don't know. I mean, it's kind of scary to kind of speculate, but all I know is that I've stopped the last thing I pre-ordered was the DeLorean, but again, I'm kind of insured through Sideshow. So if Hot Toys, something bad happens to them, well, my deposit is at least somewhat insured by Sideshow, unless they fold too. But I don't think so though, because Sideshow doesn't keep all their eggs in one basket. So now they still have their own specific tchotchke crappy line of 1/6 scale figures, but they have had great success with their statue line. Sideshow still does buku money on their statue line. Their figures are questionable. I mean, they can probably be used to level out a table. You know, I wouldn't display those, and I wouldn't dare put you know, or have them in the background, you know. But I mean, we're all still hurting from Grievous, aren't we?
The Grievous mistake.
Yes, and that makes me worried for the Clint Eastwood line of figures that they're doing.
Yeah. Anovo sounds like this situation. Didn't Anovo's went bankrupt and they remerged with another company? You guys know.
Well, I mean, it's a bird. It sounds like a Bertie Madoff Ponzi scheme. I mean, their business model almost. If they're, you know, they're robbing one to pay off another, and they're and fudging the books to make it look like it's all legit.
Yeah, we're just speculating, folks, on that. But
Yeah.
Just where I see
Or
so.
It could be a sort of like a model they've been doing Kickstarters. There you go. You know how something like Hash Lab, like a mini Hash Lab.
Yeah.
But with Hot Toys, you know what I mean?
You mean HasLab? A Hash Lab is something totally different.
Sorry, HasLab. Yeah.
Master Replica. Yeah, I always think about Master Replica, how they controlled the Star Wars merch at one point, and they fell from heaven. Master Replicas is such a story that that people should never forget. If you ever followed Master Replica in the early 2000s, Master Replicas was hot shit in the first part of the decade, the first part of the 2000s. They controlled. They produced some of the best high-end Star Wars merchandise. Like, some companies still have trouble coming close. The Master Replicas Walker, the Master Replicas Millennium Falcon, the Master Replicas 1701 Star Trek Enterprise, fully lit with microfire. I mean, and then they folded. Then they went poof. They overextended. Yeah, they overextended themselves, and it didn't help though that the CEO was a little bit crooked. There was
shady.
Yeah, it was shady. Yeah, they were making so much money that leaks started to happen. So Anovo's never went bankrupt. They just divested. Anovo's, they got, what's the word? Under new management.
They got bought out.
Yeah.
They got bought out.
That's the word. Restructured. Restructured.
Oh, the proper.
Old boss, same as new boss, same as old boss.
Yeah.
Old boss, same as old boss. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it got to a point that they lost their ability to take PayPal as a funding source because so many people went in and did, chargebacks and charges against them because they kept missing deadlines. They didn't keep anybody updated. And it they were literally forcing people to take action because of at the time, the PayPal window. Or initially it was only 30 days, and then they moved it up to the 6 months. Well, so people were on the edge and they had to act.
It's funny you mention that though, Don, because they also even before 2020, they were also suffering delays on some of their pre-orders, like 2-year delays, and at that point in time, because collectors weren't having that, so that just messed them up really, really, really bad. Yeah, there's so much. There's just so much, and then Master Replicas came back a few years ago. They did a Kickstarter. They fundraised a lot of money into the HAL 9000. You remember that? You guys remember the HAL 9000? They collected a lot of money, and they kept delaying it. Then the 2020 happened. The pan situation happened, and then they disappeared, and they kept everybody's money. Yeah, that wasn't very nice. They closed up. They stopped taking comments on their YouTube channel. Their Facebook page went private. Their website went dormant. Poof. Chronicle Collectibles was another one. There's quite a few.
I have a question for Denobi. So what do you think of J&D going into 1/6 scale territory?
J&D is, as far as I know, they are a super high-end statue maker where I want to say it affects very little right now within the 1/6 scale community. They are high-end statue. There is a collector base for that. I think the characters that they've come out so far haven't been Catwoman, Mira, and a few others. But these are $3,000 pieces right now that they're releasing. And so then they announced that they want to go into 1/6 scale figures. So my question would be, actually, it's 3. I would throw them the trifecta, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much, which character, and who's going to sell it? Then
Mhm.
I'll be more interested in throwing an opinion. Otherwise, shoe fly, you bother me.
But
Yeah.
I think why I personally feel is that I think Hot Toys they just bit off more they can chew, and they're just trying to catch up with what's going on, and also they are getting hit with all this, what's going on with the world. And things are slowing down again.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in that situation where in the beginning of the year things do slow down, and then things start picking up right up, and then we see all these releases popping out of nowhere. That's where the Nobi Storm comes into play. Like these releases start popping in back to back. But that's after the whole slowdown, which is right in the beginning of the year.
I don't understand. I don't hear. I'll throw a wrench into the community right now. I don't understand why I've been listening to a lot of streams and everybody is hyping up J&D Studios into the 1/6 scale figures, and they're like, "Oh, it's a threat." Where this is the exact same community that beats off to third-party schlocky figures for $150 and $200. So I don't understand. There's clearly a conflict of interest there, where.
Yeah, I mean, J&D is filet mignon, and we're looking for is like a Big Mac.
Nate, you guys and a few others talking about the Punisher figure, and I'm like, but yet you guys are all pretending like you want to care about the J&D. I'm like, if J&D makes a 1/6 scale figure, you can assume it's going to be $500 to $600.
Exactly.
That's what I was guessing.
I
was thinking the same thing. I was like, I did say in the stream that okay, I'll look at it.
Yeah,
but if they're talking $600, $700 for a 1/6 scale figure, a quarter scale figure, literally a price of a quarter scale figure that Hot Toys is putting out right now. I'm sticking with Hot Toys. I'm not gonna jump ship and head for a $600, $700 figure. I get the quality, I get the whole accuracy, but if Hot Toys can put that out, maybe even better accuracy, just slightly better. I'm still gonna go with a better pricing. I'll go with Hot Toys.
I don't understand that, Nate. Everybody, and I'm not going to mention the one channel, but then they were hyping up the third party like Soso Toys is killing it, and it was the Invincible Man, Omni-Man. Yeah, everybody's talking about that, but and then part way in the segment it went into J&D. I can't wait. I can't. What are you talking about? You're talking about how affordable. How much you can save with Soso Toys, and you think you're gonna swing J&D, and when they enter the market, get the fuck out of here.
I mean, but here's the thing, though. I mean, like Nate and I, and even Loco, like again, we know what we're willing to spend. We know what we want. Now, the thing is, there are some people who are probably willing to pay $600 to $700 for 1/6 scale figure, but guess what? I'm not, because I am good with the quality. As long as it's not Tony Stank. If the head sculpt is good, because with the Hot Toys, it's not necessarily about the one figure, at least for me. It's about how they play off each other. It's about how you build your dioramas, your scenes, how your figures interact with each other. And guess what? If you're paying $600 to $700, you're not going to be able to get the other figures to, like, literally, you're going to have 1 or 2 figures a year.
Yeah.
Like for me specifically, I'm excited to see what they're going to do, and just to see what they're going to do for like the IP, the price, and the technology they're going to add to the market. That's all. So
I'll play Loco Lu. I'll play devil's advocate with you. The only license I see them flexing is DC. So
basically,
I have no qualms. I have no concerns that Hot Toys is doing their job with DC. So a big yawn to them, I guess. What are they going to do? Another Harley Quinn in 1/6 scale?
Possibly, maybe something that we didn't get from Hot Toys.
Amira, well, do you think collectors are going to spend $500 to $600 on a 1/6 scale
for Amber Heard? No.
No.
Are you, Nate? Are you?
Have you seen the Al Pacino?
No.
Yeah,
no.
I wouldn't.
Have you seen the Al Pacino that was done a while back ago? That was
no. Well, the Al Pacino is good. What I'm saying is that Okay, I feel that the community that are going after G&D 1/6 scale figures when they do come out
Yeah.
is a community that already are invested in the statues,
Mhm.
and this
Yeah.
is their kind of like what Hot Toys does with their quarter scales, right?
Mm.
If you're collecting 1/6 and they're catering to their community that are collecting in their in their products and gives them an option. I think that's what J&D is doing. Sort of like the same thing. How Hot Toys has a quarter scale like slash statue venue for collectors that do collect the 1/6. You want it a little bit bigger scale. They have that opportunity for you to jump on. I think J&D is doing the same thing for their community. Their community is able to drop thousands of dollars in statues.
Yeah.
Well, here's a $600, $700, $800 figure, 1/6 scale with the same quality but smaller scale. That's what I feel. That's what I feel.
Because I'm wondering on the technology on how they're going to implement it. Is it going to be like a one piece like we saw with the Al Pacino? Or is it going to be more akin to a Frankenstein kit bash where you have like a true type style body or a gang hood style body, and then from the chest up, it's a silicone style skeletal structure that, when you move the left, the muscle goes with it. You know what I mean? So that's more or less what I'm excited for, to see the technology behind it, because we've come a long way from collecting, 3 3/4 inch or 3-inch figures that have only 4 points of articulation to what we have now. We have a plethora of
So I'll paint you, Loco Lu, I'll paint you, because you're actually making some really good points. But I'm gonna run the holodeck simulation here. I'm gonna explain to you how this is gonna play out here.
Yes.
This is how it's gonna play out. So when they released the Doc Ock, the licensed version of Doc Ock from Hot Toys, right? Everybody scrutinized the face sculpt and they scrutinized the price point. They're like, you know what? It's way too much money. I'm going to go with Poo-Poo Toys version so I can save myself $100. What'll happen when J&D decides to release a Dark Knight 1/6 scale figure for $700, then Hot Toys will now be the poor cousin. Like, you know what? That Dark Knight from J&D for $700 1/6 scale looks fine. I'll go ahead and I'll pick up the Hot Toys one for $300. That's what's gonna happen.
Well, here's the thing, though.
Disagreeing. I'm not.
Well, think about that, Loco Lu. Think about that. The competition will come in, and Hot Toys will have like, hey, that G&D looks fine for $700, $800, but we have we have our own quality, which is tough stuff, still good quality over here for $400 down, then $400 less, which is $300 for that.
But I'm speaking specifically from like a Frankenstein standpoint, because we feisting stuff up. You know what I mean? We feisting stuff up. We give everything a little pizzazz, a little extra. Here's my thumbprint in my collection, right? So when I see a company like J&D, who are known for doing amazing statues, using a silicone-based glass eyes and dentures and all that other stuff for their stuff, I'm in like this cluster of awe. What can they do for 1/6 scale? Are they going to go into that foyer where they give us the same quality in a smaller scale? To get that detail in a smaller scale is not easy.
No, it sure isn't.
And to do it in silicone with rooted hair and all the trimmings that they do with their 3rd scale stuff, that's more along the lines of what I'm excited to see, because I'm into Tekken toys. Tekken toys is where it's at. Just like what was it, that X base with the LED features, the remote LED features. Put that into your figures. You never need to freaking put a battery in your figure ever again. You just put it in that little cubicle. Like, in fact, you did a review on it. I believe you have it. You own it. That black box diorama kind of thing is a blackboard, magnetic waves into the light to light up whatever LED features that's wireless. Yeah. That's technology you could implement on a figure. You get what I'm saying? So like seeing that's what gets me anxious and hyped for. And that's what I want to see, because I've always wanted to be a toy maker myself. But there's a lot.
So you're more interested in looking at the art aspect on it, not so much because I try not to, I don't emotionally won't fall in love. It's the price point delivery. And then here's the thing too, nobody wants to talk about. who sells them in the U.S.? It's only Big Bad Toy Store, from what I understand. They're not authorized to be distributed. Well, not yet anyway, through Sideshow. So I don't have time for that. Right?
I believe they sell directly through their website. So they sell directly through their website and Big Bad Toy Store and maybe one other website, and that's about it.
So you want to buy them direct from, and they're based out of South Korea. Okay, great. You want to buy them from South Korea and drop $3K. All right.
I'm just saying that's all I could think of. That they have as far as like shipping.
And I'm looking at it at every angle here, and I'm just trying to figure out if it's real hype or if it's fake hype. And to me, it smells like fake hype is what especially since last week, everybody came up with excuses on, well, for the most part, not you, Loco Lu, how the Ecto one is just too much damn money. Everybody wants to drop down $600 on a J&D. I don't buy it. I just don't.
Well, the thing is, like, people were complaining about the price, but out here, like, we all speculated that it was going to be about 2K or close to 2K. Because
we're saying it before.
But look at the original Ecto one. That's going for $4 grand, $6 grand right now.
Yep.
So come on, with the inflation, y'all know this is going to happen. But the comments I want to bring up with you, Denobi.
And that tax too is such a nightmare. People are ridiculous. Hot Toys are going to have so many great releases of the years and now because J&G is going to get into its game of Hot Toys. Yeah, I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all. That's exactly what I was just saying. Do you feel it cheapens hobbies when a third party copies of Hot Toys and renames it and releases it on licensed products? I've always felt it was cheap. Where's my meme? Where's my Odin's treasury? Fake. Everything is fake.
That's not bad, actually.
If you want to build up a fake treasury like Odin's treasury and have Hela come in and knock shit down, knock yourselves out. I ain't got time for that. My concern is the Ecto one and how I'm gonna swing it, because this time around it's a lot more money and I think it's gonna come a lot sooner versus the first one came out in 2 years. I think it's gonna come out sooner, Local. I think it's gonna be a small batch.
I know.
I think it's gonna come out fast. I think it'll be by late spring, maybe early summer. And everybody's going to come out with like, oh, I wanted it, but I had 40 Star Wars pre-orders, so I couldn't get it. So there it is. Odin's room.
This stuff in here is fake.
Yeah. You guys want to collect those little tchotchke like Punishers and Omni-Man and all that nonsense? Go right ahead. I'm going after the prize. I'm going after the Ecto one and the hover converted DeLorean. I got other stuff I'm worried about. I gotta make. I just pre-ordered the Prime One statue last month for the Batman, that collector's edition. So I got, there's just so much good stuff, so much good licensed stuff out there. It just is, there's a lot. I'm telling you, and not just Hot Toys, and then here's the thing too. I have to keep myself open. What if Hasbro comes out with another phenomenal HasLab? They're like, all right, guys, we're going to release another blah, blah, blah of a Walker Falcon or whatever, Ghostbusters figures, Blitzways, you got to keep yourself open,
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is too, considering the Star Wars project failed, and then the Ghostbusters, the G.I. Joe, and then the Transformers project funded, you almost got to assume it's going to come from one of the franchises that funded, because there was probably no one at Hasbro that thought the Rancor was going to fail.
Yeah, I said it. You kids didn't listen to me. That Rancor, right, Nate? I was like, I'm gonna make so much money once that Rancor gets funded. You guys didn't want to. You was like, oh, the Rancor sucks. It doesn't matter, because once that Rancor would have been funded, it would have turned into a hated Grail. Hated. People would have just hated it, but it would have still rose to the echelons of Grail status. That's how Kickstarters work. That's the way it's always worked. Ghostbusters plus collector. Do you mean this spring? It is a spring of 2023 for the Ecto one.
So it could be like February 2021, right after Chinese New Year, then.
2023.
Oh yeah, sorry, 2023.
So
that would be this year. That would be now.
Yeah, March, April, and May. Yeah. I was there. Gandalf. I saw the
Because
collectibles.
of men, the ring survives. I was there, Gandalf.
Kenobi was there when the
3,000
Titanic
years
sunk.
ago.
He played the fiddle with the band that night.
I was there. You know, every look, I'm not pointing fingers. Everybody's like, oh, I could have got the Ecto one. Look, that original Ecto one sat there for a little over 2 years now, folks. A little over 2 years. You know, nobody wanted it back then.
But here's, and I'll just be the guy to say it. I mean, there's also some people, and like you kind of said too, it's like I like Ghostbusters, but for 1,700, I don't like them that much compared to other IPs as well. I mean, and it's one of those situations for something of this money, you know right away whether you want it or not. I mean, you like there are some people that do a pros and cons because they're kind of teetering, but I mean, you should look at this, and even with the DeLorean and the Tumbler, and you should legitimately ask yourself, do you want this or not, or is this like FOMO? Are you being drawn into it?
I would hit the meme button for you, DonPrime. Like, hey man, if you want the ultimate grail, you got to get, you have to be willing to pay the ultimate price.
That is true.
Oh no. I mean, and again, that's that's the thing though. For me, the Ecto one and the DeLorean, and I know some people think they're not grail status to me. For as cool as they are, they don't have the same meaning to me as other things do, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. What's up, P-Rock?
To each their own. To each their own.
Exactly.
But,
and the thing is, I'm not gonna. I actually don't want to drop $1,700 just to potentially make another $500-600 $2 years down the line.
Oh, to me, the Ecto one was never meant to be resold anyway. I
know some people. No, I know some people are though. They're buying theirs and then they're buying additional ones as to sit on.
That's a mistake. No. That's a mistake.
Well, I mean, I don't know if that's a mistake. Again, if that's what they want to do, it's their money, and it's on them.
Yeah, because think of it like this. If you come from a collector standpoint, and let's say you're selling, right? That's a big, heavy box.
Yeah.
You're looking for storage for X amount of years, right? Yeah. Maintaining the integrity of the exterior of the box, right? On top of that, shipping, because it's a hefty price tag to ship that, then finding someone willing to purchase it, because a lot of these guys that have their stuff on eBay doing their thing, they've done the research, or they just like, okay, I could part with this now, and I could retire, or whatever it is that they're trying to do. But try to find someone that's willing to pay that much for what it's going for. One guy just likes, collect their statements, their stipend stuff for the past 2 years, and say, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy me an Ecto one and the rest of the Ghostbusters. They were able to do it, but that was at that one point in time. Not everybody has $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 to cough up on an Ecto one. For that, they buy an actual car and start, doing their things with a real car. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, the thing with the Ecto one too is that it took a bit of time to gain traction. Versus, to me, there's better other things if you're looking to invest in toys. I wouldn't invest in Hot Toys right now, but there's definitely other stuff in toys you can invest in. I've mentioned this on your channel multiple times, Nate. I've had great success with Kickstarters. I've always done good with Kickstarters.
Ooh, speaking of which, Todd is doing
he's doing another one, right?
Medieval Spawn.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely gonna go into that route. I'm not gonna miss out again.
Yeah.
But not to miss out for my collection personally. It's more miss out for the same thing as before. Because if I could, put that into my collection as far as like fund my collection with that, I'm gonna go that route, because it's going to be hard for a lot of collectors who are going into that foyer of, I'm gonna go buy 2 Ecto ones and 5 DeLoreans. I'm not talking about you, Nate, because you're keeping them. You're not selling them. I'm talking about for selling. And that is like, you need volume for that.
Yeah.
A lot of the actual collectors don't have volume for it.
Oh, I need to.
That's the other thing. You got to work within your means.
Yeah.
You got to work within your means. because I think Doc said in the chat, don't try and catch up with other collectors that have been doing this for years, right?
Mhm.
Because you're gonna go broke by doing it. Hell, Denobi said it in our was it May 4th stream last year or something? It was a convention stream. I can't remember when, but when all these drops were happening, Denobi pretty much came on stream, from the convention. I think it was in New York Comic-Con. He was like, "Hey, I feel for the community, but if we all stick together, and by the end of it, we're gonna become broke ass poor."
Yeah, it's and like the math doesn't add up. There's still constant delays. I'm still, like I said, I'm still looking at. So I subtracted the 2-pack of Boba Fett. I subtracted the Assault Tank Commander. I subtracted the Mustard Trooper, and we're still looking at 34. I mean, we still have Darth Maul. We still have Ahsoka Tano. We still have Jango Fett. The Transport Trooper, Anakin on the step. Oh my God! Attack of the Blurgs. Wait till you kids get hit with the Blurgs, boy. You guys are gonna hate Blurgs for months when those things drop. Yeah, the Blurgs. Oh yeah, the Blurgs.
The blurg is the word. The blurg is the word.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
blurg.
so
It's gonna be worse than Gremlins.
Yeah, it's gonna feel like Gremlins. They're gonna be. Yeah, they're gonna saturate for a while.
Yeah, there's the blurgs right there.
Blurgs, tons of blurgs. So we keep sandbagging some of the stuff further into the year, which will then start to cross over into Moff Gideon. Oh boy, Luke Skywalker, Snowspeeder. Where's he been hiding? Underneath a tauntaun, I would assume. I haven't seen him for a while, boy. He's been buried somewhere.
I mean, the Scout Trooper is even lower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that goes to show you the massive amount of pre-orders, of volume of pre-orders versus what's actually been released.
Yeah.
That's the insane part.
I hate the blur because it's not a tauntaun.
So, yes, boy, it's still got the March release. So we can see March being a big, if things work out correctly with Hot Toys, we might see a big release time with these figures in March. We got Ahsoka, we got Maul, we got Anakin. Jango got pushed. I don't think we're gonna see him March. Well, we'll see what happens with that. But we can see this happening in March. But the problem is, it's just time.
Well, no, and I mean, at this point, some of this stuff's been so delayed. What about the potential possibility they're now just intentionally holding stuff for a multitude of reasons? One, to ensure it's a simultaneous release, like, say, example, Ahsoka. So Sideshow has a significant stock, which they're going to counter Toys Wonderland, all the, Hong Kong sites. But they're also going to time that release with Kenobi. Because, again, we do know there are going to be Clone Wars flashbacks. So, I mean, at this point, it's not like it's even a 6-month delay. It's, 7 weeks?
It's bad, Nate. It's bad. Nate, are you still pre-order, or did you stop with your pre-orders?
Oh no, I only make certain pre-orders. Not like day one pre-order anymore. Like, for example, the DeLorean. I did pre-order that early.
I did pre-order that too, yeah.
I am gonna pre-order the Ecto one once it pops out either Sideshow, and if it doesn't pop up in Sideshow, I'm gonna order from my Plan B. My Plan B, I'm good with them.
Yeah.
But Sideshow, the reason why I want to order from Sideshow, because I gained points saved up by April. Yeah. So by April, I have about $300 worth of points I could drop on the freaking Ecto one, and I wanna capitalize on that. So I'm hoping Sideshow delivers on that Ecto one. But
I'm just gonna say this: I took a page out of Denobi's book, waiting for it to drop in Hong Kong, a Hong Kong release, for me to actually make a decision if I'm going to purchase anything or not. And then when it does arrive and I made my decision of purchasing, I don't actually purchase it unless I know I really, really, really want it in my collection now, or I could wait and hold off until it goes into a blue screen. And when it goes blue screen, that's when I'll make my commitment.
Well, also another thing, the reason why Jango Fett got pushed back is because I could see them opening up more space for the rest of the figures got pushed back as well before him. Like, remember, we still haven't got the Birds of Prey both Harley Quinns. We still
Yeah.
haven't got Loki yet in
Yeah.
game, right?
2012 Loki. Where the hell's he been hiding?
Yeah. Miles Morales. We haven't seen that one yet.
Into the Spider-Verse.
The first version, the first one, because there's like what 4 or 5 miles. So that's the first one, the very first one that was announced.
3
hasn't been released
game, 3 game ones and 1 from the film, and the 1 from the film is what everybody's waiting for.
Yeah.
I mean, Spider-Verse 2 might be out before the first version figure.
Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's not smart.
If they, unless they're just doing what Don said earlier, strategically withholding IPs to drop in a certain fashion, you know, to coincide with what's being announced, then why didn't they do it with Birds of Prey or Harley Quinn when the Batman's releasing this week?
Because they're not associated.
It's still DC property.
I understand that,
You get
but
what I'm saying?
Again, but like Reeves specifically went out of his way to make this a whole separate thing, so that might have been part of the licensing too.
No, I understand that, but that still doesn't matter because it's like it's the IP, you know, it's the IP DC. You know, it coincides with Batman. She's a Batman character.
But what if they're not doing her though?
What
I mean,
was that?
ultimately, maybe they're not doing her. I mean, just because a character is in the film, that doesn't guarantee Hot Toys is going to make it, even if it's Harley Quinn.
But then you're making the same argument for Kenobi.
But Kenobi, I mean, when you look at Kenobi versus Harley Quinn, they're not even in the same stratospheres.
But I'm talking about toys. I'm not talking about like
No, I'm actually talking about like, especially like Ewan McGregor Kenobi. Has a more worldwide appeal than Robbie Margot as Harley Quinn. Again, that's my own opinion, but I think there's more market value and there's more profit to put more Obi-Wans out at this point than there is Harley Quinns.
Yeah.
Because remember, Zack Snyder wanted to kill Harley, did kill Harley Quinn. So,
do you see this cable here? That was one of my last day one pre-orders. I day one pre-ordered Cable. I day one pre-ordered him on July the 24th, 2020. And it's approaching 2 years. It doesn't make any sense anymore to pre-order. Why do I have to wait almost 2 years? It says shipping in March, which is not going to be true since he hasn't even dropped in Hong Kong. So now we're probably looking summer of this year. So Cable is going to go into a 2-year pre-order. My life was very different in 2020 than what is probably going to be now. It doesn't make any sense to pre-order this stuff if it even comes close to the 2-year mark. Financially, logistically, as a collector curating your own collection, it does not make sense. It just doesn't. Don't know, be divorced Cable. No, I'm not going to divorce Cable. I still have him on pre-order. I have him through Ultra Ego. I don't even know if I want him anymore, to be honest with you. I'm
you're in the EndGame cap situation right now.
I'm just so bored right now. I don't know. By the time he drops, I may have lost interest. Think about it, though. I have been presented with multiple. I'm going to call them guaranteed grails. I'm going to call the DeLorean hover converted guaranteed grail once it sells out, and the Ecto 1 a guaranteed grail once it sells out. It's a large piece. It's going to be a small batch. Everybody in the community seems to be on the fence about getting it. So most collectors that are probably going to support the Ecto 1 Afterlife, it's going to be the dedicated Ghostbusters hard community. Majority of the streams, my stream, your stream, Nate, everybody else's streams and so forth, and PJ's, Paradox, everybody is going through the Star Wars love tunnel of fun right now. And if you're heavily invested into Star Wars, most likely either A, you're on the fence on the Ecto 1, or B, it's not in your radar.
Let's see. Always brought this up real quick. Something we all need to think about. If we are pre-ordering way less, Hot Toys will not have the cash flow to after continuing pre-orders. they will either dial way the F back in what they offer.
And then there's a part 2 to it.
There's a part 2, okay, or have to completely restructure their advertising and manufacturing model. I think they sold sort of like an illusion to what the community is today, right? Before what it is today. During the pandemic, remember, look what we got, all these stimmies, right? Which means a lot more cash flow for the average collector. Yep. That's like, you know what? I could throw in a pre-order here, pre-order there, raise up the numbers, as far as like what Hot Toys is going to be making batches of. They're like, you know what? There is this cash flow coming in. Hey, let's keep throwing out these pre-orders. And I've been saying it throughout the stream. I think they bit off more than they can chew because of this illusion of what they saw within the community.
I got a question, Denobi. Do you think that this is more of them trying to play catch up with what was going on during the whole Pend situation? Like,
oh yeah, that's what I was telling DonPrime. It's, again, my comment is very speculative, but it feels very pyramid scheme like, where you're borrowing from one end to fund your first batch, meaning like to make a figure, you have to pay R&D, you have to pay distribution, you have to pay manufacturing, and if the funds are running low on this end over here to get that figure to be distributed, then you release pre-orders in the back end to generate more funds. So you take the funds out of this pre-order to pay that pre-order. It smells like that. It just, it's what it smells like to me. They're a privately held company, so all you can do is just speculate, but you can look at the numbers. If you build a chart like I have and you look at my pre-orders, they're all going on to 2 years and plus, something's not adding up, because the end of the world happened in 2020. We're now approaching spring of 2022. There's only so much time is given before you start to run out of excuses. Well, what, in 2023, you're still going to be using the Pan situation as an excuse? Well, we haven't been able to catch up since 2020. I'm like, Hot Toys, it's 2023. What the fuck? What's going on?
And do you think also with this oversaturation where Hot Toys has been given is maybe the reason why we haven't gotten a Toy Fair from Sideshow?
For like a convention in person,
like an actual tour for Toy Fair. These are Toy Fair's exclusives and all that other stuff.
We had Toy Fair exclusives last year, though. They just haven't announced them yet. Toy Fairs are usually announced 30 to 60 days before the event. So San Diego Comic-Con is the big one around the world. That happens in July. So we shouldn't expect any Toy Fair announcements
until summer.
Maybe the earliest till April. Maybe April. Between April and May.
You're assuming that all the Toy Fair stuff that we saw last year also counts for this year as well?
No, it counts for last year.
No. What he's saying is the Toy Fair exclusives that usually are for the particular year. So this 2022, those Toy Fair exclusives will be pretty much teased or revealed.
Well, they always do.
30 days before, 30 or 90 days before the actual convention.
Yeah, they haven't missed the boat on that yet. Yeah, I mean, because last year they announced Toy Fair exclusives that are still sitting on Sideshow's website.
Yeah, but was that in February though? Because Toy Fair is usually February. And
well, they've canceled the last couple of. Again, that's the thing, though. They've canceled them.
Toy Fair is always in San Diego Comic-Con. San Diego Comic-Con is always held in July. Loco, it's always in July.
Yeah, because again, there's actual Toy Fairs. There's an actual con called Toy Fair.
Are you referring to the one in Singapore and the one that travels through Asia?
And then there's also one in New York and Australia.
Yeah,
those were canceled.
Okay.
Yeah, the big ones overseas were canceled this year again.
Yeah, the only one I'm ever concerned with is the one in San Diego, which is in July, and from what I can tell, it's happening. They're still moving forward with the
SDCC.
Yeah.
The SDCC. Okay, no. I wasn't speaking on that because here in New York we get the New York Toy Fair over here, and usually we see stuff from Sideshow as well. So we had NECA and Mezco and I believe Hasbro. They did their Toy Fair stuff already. They're already long gone. But I was waiting for stuff for Sideshow. I'm like, does that hold any weight with the oversaturation that they're doing with pre-orders that they haven't announced anything yet? And is any of the
Toy Fair exclusive figures are usually quick and easy, coupled up rehashes of existing characters, or in some cases, maybe possibly new. I know Nightmare Batman was a Toy Fair exclusive. That was
and then the armor.
and the so
Yeah, but they
like the
usually mean
holographic
teases.
Mark
I'm talking about like even with the teases, like they'll show something that's for Toy Fair that's not necessarily a Toy Fair exclusive.
I'm confused. Loco.
Yeah, I am too, Luke.
Toy Fair exclusives are always announced for San Diego.
I'm not
using
speaking
San
about
Diego
Toy Fair
Comic Con because
exclusives,
that's the one, because we're in a US base, that's the one that would technically matter the most to us. That's usually announced anywhere between April and May, about a few months before the event, and then they go on pre-order on Sideshow, and it's usually a small batch.
I think he's getting confused of the Toy Fair, particular Toy Fair.
Toy Fair is just a brand. It's a licensing brand, no different than the San Diego brand on the box.
Okay.
It's just a brand, and it's just they put a sticker on it. And that's
it's like you have Galaxy Con, which runs some cons down south. Then you have Reed Pop, which runs like New York Comic Con. Then you have the company that runs San Diego Comic Con. It's just like, that's what I mean. Because
I picked up.
It's just like there's Comic Cons all over the world, and there's Toy Fairs all over the world.
Yeah, and the only one that should ever matter to us, the one that Hot Toys flexes the most, is in San Diego, and that's always held in July.
So Loco Lu, remember the Toy Fair exclusives that were shown last year revealed the armor, the Cyborg Spiderman.
I remember them.
Was Cyborg? Which is the third one? Was it Cyborg? No, it was Iron Man Mark.
Iron Man Mark 50.
50 Neon Tech.
Neon Tech.
Yeah, those reveals happened the first week of July. Those reveals happened the first week of July of 2021.
And they're still sitting there.
The armorized Deadpool and all of those that were in the same spectrum.
Yeah, first week of July. Yeah,
first week of July. Okay, yes. All right. I was just getting my dates mixed up.
And again,
I'm back on track with you guys now.
Yeah, because again, is the word because there's Toy Fair, but then there's also like I think it's like it has the name Toy Fair in it, but it's like the actual like the company con where you have all the companies there, and it's not like a convention; it's more like a marketing thing.
That's
where for promotions.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah, that actually, like the Toy Fair is not necessarily applied to them. It's more towards the conventions.
Yeah.
This is where we all got confused because, similar names.
That's why I said
Neon Tech Mark 50, the Armor, Cyborg Spider-Man.
Mark 1.
They're all there. I mean, they're not going anywhere. It's just...
I agree. They're not going anywhere. I put my pre-order though for
it's too saturated. Everybody decisions have to be made, and I'm waiting for the Neon Tech to get discounted. I never pre-ordered him, and if it goes into heavy discount, the Neon Tech 50, then he'll enter my collection. But there's no sense of urgency. What do I like? He looks cool. I want him, but I can wait. There's no like, hey, Genobi, you got to buy this now. No. Everybody said the armor. Oh, Star Wars, the armor. Oh, Mandalorian, Cat's Meow. Shit's still sitting there. All of that stuff is still sitting there collecting dust. ID11, all of that. The book of Boba Fett, all of that crap is going to sit there for months, man. Ahsoka's won't sell out for 2 years.
That's
Captain
true.
Rex, he's going to be buy one get one free. You watch when you buy something on Sideshow. He'll show up right next to Stan Lee. Hey, you want to add a Captain Rex? We'll knock off 20% or whatever.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yo, no. Remember they used to give the their own Deadpool away, the Sideshow Deadpool. Like they would literally give that out if you said hi to them.
Yeah, and I said it. That Stan Lee with the haircut one. I'm like, why are they making this? This is stupid. The one where they'll never sell out of him. They're gonna have to sell.
I like the presentation on it. It has a nice presentation on it when you get it.
Nobody wants that, man. Come on now.
No, I want my Stan Lee in the director's chair. That's the one I wanted.
I want FedEx Stanley. I'm looking for Tony Stank. I want that one.
So, hey guys, before we continue, CT603 has been a trooper.
Yes.
Through the chat, he's been dropping this comment throughout the chats. I need to be more observant about this. Yes, I need to add more to this, but I tend to forget. I really like to enjoy the conversation and go through it. But yeah, guys, if you're able to hit the likes and you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I would definitely appreciate it. We all definitely will appreciate it. And also check out the Nobi, the man, the myth, the legend. He enjoys dropping these truths, especially in his midnight runs. They are fantastic. You guys got to check that out. And also Loco Lu, he's ridiculous. He's awesome. He's crazy. Yeah, you know him. Yo.
I am not a crook. I'm not. I'll tell you this much. You're not going to see my face until we get 100 likes up in this bad boy.
Oh my God. Get out.
Oh wait, you still see my face. I'm sorry. It's about the Loco Maniacs, and the locomotive is going through. Just keep running over them and running over them.
The locomotion.
The locomotion, the locomotive, the Loco Maniacs. All my Loco Maniacs over there, hit that like button.
You think Tanobi is joking? He's no, like
he's
he's serious. Look at what happened to the last year's Toy Fair exclusives. They are still discounted. Like not 2021. I'm talking about 2020.
I got the holographic Mark IV, which is 90% diecast. I got that thing shipped from Amazon for what, like $209, and I'm using that as my the holographic projection Iron Man with my Mysterio and my Spider-Man display.
That's a perfect idea. I may even do that when it gets discounted for like $150. But 2099 Spider-Man, one of the historical first Hispanic Spider-Man figures that actually looks great standing, still. You don't have to do nothing to it. It's a beautiful sculpture if you want to go that route. It's still sitting.
Ooh.
That was 2 years ago.
Really, let me check this out real quick. Which Neon Tech? The Mark 50? No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Already?
Yeah.
Already.
No. He's talking about the War Machine. I see the War Machine.
No, I want the Neon Tech, the 50, the Mark 50. Yeah.
That one looks pretty. That one looks pretty. I like that.
It hasn't hit $50 yet, but the $50 off yet. But
I'll be tempted for
War
that.
Machine, yes.
Yeah, I'll be tempted. The Neon Tech 50 ends up with a coupon or free shipping. I'll be tempted to go over, but right now there's no urgency. Yeah. Nothing at all.
Even with that Mark 50, I may be tempted to buy the accessory set just so I could paint it up to match up with the armor itself. Just add a little chat.
Well, you can get. I mean, are you interested in the whole kit or just specific parts? Because you can get the specific parts relatively cheap.
The whole kit.
Okay.
Just the whole kit, because if I'm gonna go all in and get the tchotchkes for it and then just switch it out whenever I want, I might as well get everything. One day I feel like he has thruster's legs. The other day I feel like he has the tri toe feet, or the double whammy gauntlets, or what have you. Whatever other stuff that he comes with, why not add it to something that looks hot? It's its own representation. It gives me that Tron vibe, and it looks good. It's reminiscent of the actual suit, the tracksuit he was wearing. So, two birds with one stone. You know what I mean? Get both of my representations out there.
Well, another thing I wanted to bring up with you guys, I think another reason why we also seeing the delays, not only because the way the world is right now with the current state of affairs, but also the fact that Hot Toys still needs to work on the supply, what they're putting out. Like these figures that, okay, we're not done yet with this batch. We need to get the head sculpts done. We got to get this and that done. There could be a lot of different factors come into play for these releases being delayed. And also, like I said earlier in the stream, to make room for the other figures that got delayed and still haven't been released now. So like like right now we got like 4 figures that have not been released yet: the Miles, the Loki, the freaking Wonder Woman,
Harley Quinn.
The Wonder Woman, her regular form Wonder Woman, and also the Harley Quinns.
Yeah, that's right. There's the regular, which is on waitlist. There's a version of that Wonder Woman that's already in waitlist. Yeah. People need her. You know why folks want her right now, right? Just a regular, because you can build the Justice League now that you have Cyborg coming out. So her value is already up before her release. That's why. So
yeah,
I got Cyborg on pre-order.
Yeah, me too. That was a day one. That was a day one.
Yeah,
Gotta do that.
I have no Justice League figures, so there's no sense of me backtracking. What I could do though is get Cyborg and throw in that nice dystopian cloak on top of him, and get myself the Nightmare variations where I could get the black suit of Superman with Nightmare Batman, and then I could also get that third-party Joker to go along with that same Batman, and that third-party Flash with the die-cast parts, die-cast armor, and then that's it. That's my dystopian future Justice League. I don't have to go anywhere else. You know, like that's my representation. But I don't know if I want to go that route.
There you go. Yeah, the exclusive one is still up for pre-order. I was like, wait a minute, the pre-order didn't sell out.
Yeah, there's one version that's already in waitlist. Yeah, there's one version that's regular, and then
yeah, it's usually the normal versions that get waitlisted, kind of like what happened with Venom.
Yeah,
Venom. And it's sculpted here too, so I'm buying her just because of that. I want to see how they pull her off.
Yeah.
So
Doc's Missile, no, the exclusive one is still up for pre-order.
Yeah.
It was just the site was going haywire.
Did they add a fight somebody to this, or did they do anything?
No, that's a rubber body. That's not
rubber body. Okay.
That's a rubber body. That's that same formula it's used for Gamora. Yeah, you don't want a dynamic poser for anything except in a museum pose. I mean, you can have her a lasso. I mean, if you needed to, bend her knees. I don't know why you would have her on her knees though. But
yo, Daddy, chill.
Wait, Denobi.
What'd you
she
say?
Could always go to the bar. She could always go to the bar, baby.
I don't.
Yo.
No, he knows what I'm talking about.
It's a family show now.
Go to Joker's house, baby.
Then she's a role model, but I mean, her knees could bend 90 degrees. Would that be the optimal angle?
That'll be optimal. That'll be optimal.
Okay.
Superhero landing. Bad on the knees.
No. It's more like I'm a slide in with the lasso, and I'm a cutthroat you through the knee.
Yeah.
She looks beautiful.
And she went in a pre-order in 2020. Was it this one? This was the 2020 pre-order too, wasn't it?
I think so.
I pull it up my list.
Wow, March of this month. I don't know. This might push. She was supposed to come out, right?
Yeah.
If we get Wonder Woman instead of Ahsoka, I'm sorry, the world is not right. Well, the world's not right anyway.
At this point, because it says March 2020, and she hasn't dropped in Hong Kong. This is you're looking at summer right now. You honestly are. You're looking at June, July. Damn, that's sad. They need to catch up. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what they're doing. They need to hire more people. They're sick. It's not good. It's just not good at all. You can't keep doing this, Hot Toys. I don't know what to say. I mean, maybe me and Nate, we can go take a trip out to Hong Kong and go inspect the factories. I mean, I don't know. What do we do? Do we need to go do like a human rights inspection out there and see what's going on and look at the conditions? Because
take a drone over there. Just take a drone over there.
You know, I mean, would you say take a drone?
Yeah, just take a drone over there. That's it.
Oh man, I might get shot down with lasers.
Lasers.
No. If I'm going personally, we're all going personally over there. I'm coming back home with something. We're not leaving.
No. We're coming back with a couple of suitcases full of something.
I came close, man. I wanted to visit Hong Kong. I came close in 2019, and then they
will pull a Dark Knight. Operation Skyhook is now in effect.
Oh, there you go. That's right. Airdrop down there. You know, I want to visit the shops. I want to go. I would love to visit Hong Kong, but then they started breaking out into civil war. I'm like, oh, I'm going to Japan now. F this.
Yeah. I would say this though. I'm kind of happy with the current situation that's going on, just because I'm not dedicated to a lot of IPs that's out there. But it gives me a reprieve so that way I can get these specific grails, which is the vehicles. Because once they're done, they're done. Yeah. That's it. We're not going to get a reissue of the Mark I DeLorean. We're not going to get another reissue of the Mark II DeLorean because the first one hasn't dropped yet. And then when it comes to the Ecto 1, Blitzway already said they're not going backwards. They're not going backwards. We're going to get more than likely Ecto 1A for Ghostbusters 2 and a possible reuse of the head sculpts for Ghostbusters 1 in the newer outfits. And that's more likely than them ever going backwards because Blitzway don't reissue anything. They don't. And you can't count this Ecto 1 as a reissue.
I can tell you right now, I have more confidence that Blitzway is going to release their Ecto 1 Afterlife around that time frame versus Hot Toys. I feel that the DeLorean Hover will be delayed maybe even a year. So Blitzway is based out of South Korea and Hong Kong. I mean, Hot Toys is based in Hong Kong, but their labor, I want to say, is still being outsourced to parts in China. So I would have more confidence in Blitzway right now. I don't know what would happen if anything ever. I don't want Hot Toys to go away. Who else is gonna fill in the gap? What? Poo Poo Toys? No, no, they're not going to.
Oh, let me say this though. I don't think I know people are scared about Hot Toys if they are looking to kill over. I don't think it's going to happen because remember Disney got their name on that as well. Their figures are they're there. The figures that that Hot Toys is working on. Most of them are freaking Disney / Marvel, right? And Star Wars. So Disney has a hand to play with this as well. I don't think Hot Toys is going to kill over. I just feel that they have just been a bit more off their plate than usual. And I know people are saying, "Oh, they either spit it out or choke and die."
Yeah,
they're going to take their time with that chewing.
Adapt, man. I don't, like I said, it's not smart if you're using a spreadsheet. The math is not adding up. It just doesn't make any sense. And I have pre-orders on my spreadsheet, but I can tell you that my section of my spreadsheet for Hot Toys is slowly coming down because I have pre-orders through Prime One, through other companies, other Hasbro, and so forth. Yeah, I'm not going to miss out on this. I didn't miss out on the last one. I'm clearly not going to miss out on this one. And hopefully, once Sideshow gets the pre-orders in, I can try to pre-order mine at a local comic shop in California so that I can avoid some tax and go pick it up myself because I don't want to pay $200 in shipping. I don't. That's what I paid for the last one. I had pulled up the old invoice. You saw that, Loco? $200. California's next door. I can drive to California in 4 hours, charging me $200 to deliver that.
And that's $40 in gas. You rather spend gas and then anything else?
Yeah. I'd go out there the same day and I'd go pick it up. Yeah. So that's my plan. I want to save as much as I possibly can.
If I was nearby, I would have went with you just so that way I could see you unbox it and be in awe.
Yeah.
Because that thing is beautiful.
Well, I'm cautiously optimistic with Hot Toys. I just feel that they are just going to be making delays and releasing what they can because, like I said, they bit off more than they can chew.
Yeah,
it's not to the point where they're like, oh my god, kill over. No, it's just going to be taking a little more time.
You're looking at 2 years. You're still going to look at 2 years, but yet they put top priority on certain characters, which it's always irked me. The fact that they were able to deliver the 2-pack of Boba Fett's in under a year, while there's other existing pre-orders that are hitting 2+ years, and that's just not right. And I'm like, well, that's how you're going to run your company. Then I'll exercise my right with my dollars, and I'll vote my pre-orders cautiously. Then,
vote your pre-orders cautiously.
Yeah, if there's collectors out there that want to drop $50 or $40 on a pre-order and let it sit in someone's account for 2+ years, then so be it. I'm over that. I don't want to play that game anymore. Yeah, you can't deliver a year delivery. It's not for me.
Cloak Collector. Hey, Cloak Collector. I'm the victim here. All right. I'm the victim here. I haven't got my Ahsoka yet. I haven't got my Boba Fett 2-pack yet. It's still stuck in some damn dock somewhere. Come on.
Wait.
The violin. But this is this is still I see it as a blessing in disguise because now we can hold on to our money, right?
Yep.
And then
Yep.
the collecting aspect of being a low number batch or whatever the case may be, or highly sought after items can resurface, because if no one's putting into it, you know, whatever gets made, and that's it.
Yeah.
So we may get our, for those who are purists in collecting, all collecting is not the same no more because there's oversaturation. There's too many figures of the same exact thing, and you know you can't It's going to go back to its normalcy because, like the Nobi says, there's going to be those moments where people tap out. It's like, okay, I got to get rid of stuff. Like I can't do it no more. This is just too much, because it's becoming too much. The pre-order game, you're collecting pre-orders at this point. We're over 100 pre-orders, right?
When you add Marvel, DC, and Star Wars, it's over 100 right now, Nate. I want to say if you subtract all the little cosbaby tchotchkiness, it should be at or close to 100.
It's 135 pre-orders, but if you take out the cosbabies, we're looking at maybe right at 100.
100, yeah.
Man, I'm about to quit 1/6 scale and just collect cosbabies. They have more likelihood of being released than these.
Man, those things are fire hazard. You don't want that nonsense. Come on now. Nate uses them to prop his bed up. You don't want those cosbabies.
No, it's okay. He still got some Funko Pops.
I still got the Funko Pops. I need to sell them to buy more Hot Toys. That's what I need to do.
He sleeps on those pops. He puts a blanket underneath it. He lays them out like a bed. He puts a blanket comforter. He sleeps on that.
Hey, they had cardboard beds at the Olympics. So if it's good enough for Olympic athlete, it's good enough for Nate.
There you go.
Yeah, I may get this just because I want a Superman.
You know about the 2-pack?
Yeah, I just say I may get this because I do want a Superman. I missed out on the original colored variant, but this gives me that, you know, Superman Returns vibe. Not from the film, but from the comic, where he had the mullet and the beard, and he had the silver logo on his chest, no cape. That's the vibe it gives me, and I love that vibe.
You know, unfortunately, with that though, I do feel that Zack Snyder, he had a cool run, but honestly, Zack Snyder, to me, doesn't really know the lore as well as he should have with what happened with Justice League. But I do agree, whatever happened to him with Justice League, how it ended up, I do agree what Warner Brothers did to him was bad. All right. But I did enjoy the Justice League final cut, or Zack Snyder, the
Zack Snyder cut.
Yeah, Zack Snyder cut. It was better than the original one. But still, I'm looking forward to the new Batman. I really want to see what Warner Bros. Can do without Zack Snyder. So
I hear great things. I can't wait.
Okay, so Denobi, you gotta go.
I gotta go. I gotta go. It was fun. You might see me again this week if the Ecto one drops on Sideshow, because I'm gonna do like an evening run. I'm gonna try to do a comparison breakdown. That's why the Ecto one's on the floor, if you can see it. Because I'm going to line it up, and I'm going to do like the whole multicam situation where I'll do a comparison, and then I'll try to do a math breakdown on where the possible purchases are, the expected time delay, when the Ecto one is expected to drop, and then what it's going to go up against. So I'll be either doing that either tomorrow or maybe even Friday, but it'll be a comparison. What's the difference between Ecto one, the first one, and the Afterlife? So that's what I got coming up. And then I got, I'm working on a video for Wandering Earth. I got one of those figures. I wanted to do a breakdown on
Ooh, that. Okay.
The team leader or the heavy machiner?
The team leader. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll do that. So, but anyway, I got to go, Nate. It was always fun.
Take it easy, Nobi. Yeah. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Later, big bro.
Peace.
Oh.
Yo, Daddy Chill.
What can I say? The beard is magnificent. Am I right, Don?
Hey, with great beard comes great responsibility.
You already know this, baby.
Yeah, but I got to shave it off tomorrow. It's my mom's birthday party. Yeah, well, or clean it up. I got parties to go, family parties to go to on Sunday, Saturday.
Yeah, I cleaned up a little bit. I was like, grizzly and out. My wife was like, "Babe, you gonna do something about that?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's go to the barber." So add a little bit of haircut.
Yeah, again, I'm just like, I need a haircut because now I've got like the whole Picard going on.
That's all right, yo. That's your next cosplay.
Engage. I'm something of a role model.
if Hot Toys goes under, your collection just increased in value. That's true, but I don't think Hot Toys doesn't go under. They're not in that boat because we're still seeing all these figures coming out. You know, but it's these delays with the world the way it is right now, and also we're just coming out of the freaking pandemic / Olympics / Chinese New Year. Once spring comes in and summer comes in, we start seeing all the releases. Now, if we're at the summer point and we still are getting delays and no releases, I mean, not pre-order releases. I'm talking about full on legit
normal scheduled.
No. Not even normal schedule. Everything else is delayed now. Right?
Everything's delayed.
I'm talking about the delayed figures actually getting the releases. And if we don't see it, like let's say Ahsoka doesn't come out till summer, that's when I'll be worried. I'll be like, oh man. Now, not Sideshow released. Like when it gets to Sideshow, I'm talking about Hong Kong release, right? Because if Ahsoka gets released in March, let's say if Sideshow did not pre-plan this to where Sideshow wants to have Ahsoka at their docks the moment, or at their warehouses the moment she gets released at Hong Kong. Let's say that plan fails. She is getting released pretty much normal standards with Sideshow, where it takes about a month or two to get to the States. We won't see Ahsoka in the States unless you order her from elsewhere. Yeah. And if you guys order it from Sideshow, she won't be out till let's say she comes out in March, right? She won't be here shipping out to us in the States until July or hell, maybe May. So
I'll say July, if anything, if we're doing like the 3-month wait period that we usually go through. Plus, we got to wait for Sideshow to get it in hand and do their unsealed and revealed as well. So, I'll say don't worry. As long as Hot Toys keeps pumping out pre-orders and the new collectors keep buying into them, the other ones will get made. They will come. It's just a matter of being patient and not too eager. You know, if you're really concerned, you know, just go to their mediums, their Facebook, Instagram, and stuff like that, and just ask the questions. When is it going to release? When is it going to release? When is it going to release? It's been over 2 years. When is it going to release? And just pump them with the questions and be polite. Listen, you're going to get more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. Okay? So don't be a sourpuss. You know, be as sweet as you possibly can be, because if you want it, you know, give them a little, you know what I'm saying? Let me get it. I want it. I'm paying for it. You know, let me get it. You know, don't be the entitled customer that, you know,
don't be Karen.
Yes, don't be a Karen or a Kevin. Don't be a Karen or a Kevin. You know, just be polite. You know what I mean? This is not like your local comic book shop. This is overseas. You already know the deal. And if you're very, very worried about the IP, there's plenty of other IPs to go into. You know, I could help you there. You know, Mezcos, NECAs, Super Sevens. You know, but you're talking different scales now. But
with 1/6 scales, there's other companies as well, like 3-0.
Oh yeah,
Asmus. I've been saying it throughout the stream. Like,
I want my Master Chief and my ODST. I don't care if the show sucks or not, but I want those.
It looks so good. It looks so good. Yeah. I can't wait.
Let me see. Carlos is like, anyone pre-ordering Ecto 1 from BBTS instead of Sideshow since it's already out there? I have different options for me, and Big Bad Toy Store is one of them. And in case Sideshow, I give Sideshow about the end of March. If I don't see anything from Sideshow with the Ecto 1 by March, I will be moving ship to another company or a platform to purchase my Ecto 1 and get that pre-ordered. And I have my other options. But I'm waiting for Sideshow because I have points with Sideshow. I'm looking to drop at least $300 worth of reward points only on the freaking Ecto 1. And I'm waiting, and I'm building up my points. So I got time. I'm just waiting till Sideshow drops it. And the Ecto 1 doesn't drop with them by the end of March. I'm moving to somewhere else.
Plan B at that point.
Yeah, basically plan B at that point. I think I'm safe to speak on everyone else's behalf here that we want to go with the mothership because of points and the security that we're paying for. We're paying for the security that we will get our money back if this never gets pushed out, so on and so forth, which we know it will. But it's the point system that we're using to help pay for the Ecto one. You get a lot of those dividends done. But also, true collectors do not outsource where they're getting it from until they have officially got it. That's another thing. Like, do your research. You'll find your ways, but do your research. Sometimes it helps as a collector to do your own research and find out a little, hole in the wall that no one knows and just grab yourself something. We do it here in New York all the time. You'll find a mom and pop shop that be having grails. You never know.
I like this.
What's up?
Don's gonna be playing ZZ Top tomorrow, getting rid of the beard. Sharp dress, man. Yo, you could cosplay as one of the ZZ Tops, Don. Like,
She got legs, and she. Yeah, I'm gonna get.
Get the shades, get the hat. Yeah, you should be able to cosplay as one of the ZZ Top members. I'm just saying.
Yeah, either that or I look like an old crusty fisherman. Arr.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm willing to say that if you had gotten some prosthetics for your forearms, right, and get yourself a sailor suit, I could see you as Popeye, brother.
Oh, great.
Yeah, bro.
Well, you know what? Here's the funny thing. I will be in Orlando next month. I'll be just a short drive over to Universal. Why'd you put that idea in my head now?
Because I love you and I want to see you do the best you can with life and with me and everybody else here at Geeking Out. Because if we cosplay, we're gonna cosplay.
Oh, I know.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, the dangerous thing too.
We should go in as Jedis. I think.
That's what I actually was just gonna say. Since I already got my reservations to the Cantina and Galaxy's Edge. Yeah. I might, since I already have the rope, just might buy a tunic.
There you go. See, I just need to get me a saber. I need to go officially get me a custom saber that I want.
I'll be honest, I'm not doing the saber. Again, if you want a saber, you want to build an actual one on your own, go to like Vire Sabers or one of the companies.
That Vire Saber, I'm gonna get that, but for actual like film, like
the experience.
For the experience, yeah. But I'm saying for myself to put in my collection. Right, and not for actual dueling, just to have in my collection.
So, do you want to build one, or do you want to get one of the legacies? Because there's two things: you can actually build one that's custom, or you can buy a legacy saber.
Both. That's what I'm saying. Both.
Oh, okay.
Get a legacy saber, which is going to be the dark saber, right?
Or Mace, or they have Ahsoka, the twin pairs, both versions.
I personally want the dark saber. I like personally for me, I just want the dark saber for that, and then I want to customize my own personal one where this is mine. This is me. If I was a Jedi or Sith, or both, I'll be going into that.
Yeah, just to let you know, like everything else, they raised the price on that again.
Yeah, there is a price on that, but it's just one of those bucket list checkoffs. You get what I'm saying? You gotta have that on your to-do list because collecting is more than just 6-scale stuff. I could attest to that. You know what I mean? I know Prime could attest to that because look at the Trek stuff. Look at the even look at that Funko Pop. See, did you just get that?
Yeah, I just got that. I got 2 of these.
See, Nate went back to the dark side, people. Nate went back to the dark side.
Only do it for my favorite line, like Sonic. Sonic. Come on. This is the Grail line right here, Sonic.
Listen. But that goes back to my point. There's other things to collect here. We know we love these IPs and we want these IPs, but remember, there's big in volume, there's low amount of space. I can speak that upon myself. All this stuff needs to get condensed once I get the module cases. And I'm also reconsidering which cases I'm going to get, which may push my order back because I want to get those corner cases. So. We shall see. We shall see because there's a lot happening. And what's that?
He's pulling a
traitor.
Yeah, first order moment.
Traitor.
Well, but here's the thing, man. You love what you love, but there's certain things that I could justify prices for, and other things that I can't. And here's a prime example. The DeLorean is going for how much, Nate?
What about $800 right now?
$800, right? $800.
You mean the DeLorean Mark II, right?
Mark II, the one that we don't have, that we were supposed to have soon. That right there is about $800, right? Now let's say you're into turtles like I am, and you go into Super 7 route. You're paying $500 for that turtle van. $500 for that turtle van, and that's a 7-inch scale. That's going to be, you know, pretty big, but it's not a 6 scale big, and it doesn't have the LED features and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? And it doesn't have the heft either. Yes, it's going to have a lot of plastic, so they say, but I can't justify paying the $500, even though I want it because it looks so cool, but it's too expensive for the scale. You get what I'm saying? I'd rather wait for NECA to do their or get the third party.
And I'll just jump in one before we start to wrap up because Nate's got some stuff to do. I think it was like the Hottoys. They do the 1/18th.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing the aliens. They did the APC. Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
It's $300 at 1/18th scale.
That's these guys. That's
and the thing, like the thing will hold like a full squad plus Ripley and Bishop in it.
Yeah.
So I mean, and yeah, $300 for an 18th scale APC, and where the metal, like the figures themselves, are like $40,
mm-hmm.
and they're this little. So
that's Marvel Legends pricing almost.
Mira, hijo de la gran huepa.
That's how you know you're in a Spanish household.
Everybody's talking about wepas.
Wepa.
Hey, look, I want to bring this up. Man, where's Sean? There you go. Sean Donnelly. He brought this up. We have 80 Hottoys that are scheduled to be released in 2022. If there are no releases before April 1st, Hottoys will have to release an item every 3 days. I don't see that happening.
Nope.
No.
So
I mean, yeah.
I think we should just be patient. I know we're already patient as it is. I know we're about to pull our hairs out and start heading over to freaking Hong Kong and give Howard a piece of our minds. Like, where is the damn Ahsokas? Where are the delays? Stop with the delays, man. Give us the hot. I know. We want to be. You want to be there to get things rolling, but we got to be patient again, and hopefully Hottoys will deliver on these figures, because once they start delivering on these figures, then we're going to start singing a different tune at that point. Like, wait, stop with the releases. I'm like, you asked for this. Tap out. Yeah, you asked for this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm kind of happy with the delays and stuff like that. It gives me time to play catch up. You know what I mean? And I could still dabble in other IPs. In the meantime, that's not in the same whatchamacallit. That's not in the same scale or price range. You know, I could go into my turtle stuff. Like this month for turtle stuff is going to be big. We're talking Secret of the Ooze. We're talking more animation stuff that are beloved, like Usagi Yojimbo that's going to be released tomorrow, and a couple of other figures, you know what I mean, and possible dioramas. So, and that's me as a turtle fan, and into the NECA IP, like they just did another announcement for the Lost Tribes and whatnot. What's this?
I'll grab the pitchforks. Yeah, we're going over there. We're not leaving empty-handed, y'all. I'm grabbing that Jedi Starfighter, baby.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "You're gonna get the Jedi Starfighter. Me and Don, we're gonna share the Millennium Falcon. That's what we're gonna do. So you can keep your Starfighter, right, Don? We're gonna get that Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We're gonna get the trucks and bring it out."
Yeah.
Yo, Sean Donnelly. Yo, I definitely want to interview Howard Chan then. Yeah, bring him home.
Batman. Yeah, Batman Howard Chen.
But also, do you think that even though Howard Chan is the owner, do you think it's under new management based upon what's going on with the pre-orders versus releases.
I'm hearing his son is doing most of the business portion. That's what I've been hearing.
Ouch.
Yeah, well, we all know what happened when his son got involved with the Dune projects. Yep, and the books and yeah, so hold on to your butts.
Yeah, but we shall see, because you know what? Two identical swords is never built the same. So, you know, let's just be patient, like Nate said, but also be optimistic, because that means you can afford a grail. That means you put your money in where your mouth is for grails, you know. And I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna get in trouble for it eventually, because it's not the only thing I'm getting. So,
then here's another thing with it is that just be careful with your pre-orders. Just take your time with your pre-orders. We don't want to be in the situation again like the beginning of 2021 where we were pre-ordering nonstop, and then Denobi started preaching. Aren't we all just collecting pre-orders?
Yep. At this point.
Yeah, so we don't want to be in that situation again. So, and like I said, if you're pre-ordering something, you're pre-ordering something big as far as like the money's concerned, like the big ticket price. For example, the DeLorean, the Ecto one, because you want to try and cut up that freaking price tag a bit lower, with your war points or the payment plans. Yeah, just set up a plan. Have a plan in motion. The reason why you want to pre-order this early versus it just depends on your situation as well. Like if you're living like in Hong Kong, they have to pre-order their figures early because they sell out within a few hours or even days because of all the scalpers buying up all the figures and then reselling it through the system. So it's a difference. So it depends on your situation, depends on your living conditions, because I remember Loco Lu talking about not even Hottoys, but the fact that Loco Lu, didn't you talk about some NECAs that you had to pre-order because you couldn't find them in the local stores because the scalpers be hopping on and trying to buy them up.
I have to get them in the NECA store online because scalpers grab them out, because some stores they get saturated, some don't, and then the ones that do get some stock is those that just won't have anything because of the scalper situation. But that's why I said NECA store mitigate that by giving you early pre-order access for those who are having a hard time getting it. And then the community has been very good in connecting with people who are collecting this IP that have it in their location and reaching out. Like I've been reached out for, like the the Channel 6 News box set, right, which I haven't ordered because the funds wasn't there. So I'm trying to build up. This is like the first of the month, so bills come first. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's mortgage, so on and so forth. And I gotta make certain sacrifices. I did that with the Turtles in Disguise 4-pack, and then almost a year later, my wife comes out of nowhere with a home run, brings me that as a present, and I'm like stoked because it rekindled that joy of collecting the line, instead of feeling like, oh man, I gotta go through another guy who's up in the price just because he could jack the price up, capitalism kind of stuff, versus it's $20 upcharge versus $100 upcharge. You know what I mean? And like if I get lucky, I could find it for sticker price if I go do the hunting. So
I'm not saying that Hottoys is the same situation, but in certain environments it is.
Yeah, in certain environments it is. And with Hottoys, you have the safe space with Sideshow, because you could pay your stuff, have it, and it's locked. And if it's past the mark, you could always get your money back. If it's past the mark, you're not really losing anything. It's just being held, for an item that you hope to have in your collection, and you may want to come back around to it So you get your money back and you go buy something else instead. But this is why my strategy now is to do the waitlist game. I'm not gonna go into pre-order game or Hong Kong stuff anymore. Like,
well, you might want to do the Hong Kong release just in case, because there's some figures that will hit waitlists before that.
I'd rather do the blue screen.
Possible. Well, the blue screen, you gotta be careful because last time it hasn't happened to me a lot, but the Aquaman, I ordered that. It was a figure that was in the market for 2 years, right? It finally sold out. It hit waitlisted, but I was in a situation where I did pre-order about 2 weeks before they hit waitlist, and then Sideshow hit me up telling me that, hey, your order had to be canceled because it didn't make the cut. I'm like, damn. But I got lucky, and a fellow collector helped me out, sold the figure below retail for me, and I was able to have my Aquaman from Justice League. But what I'm saying is certain figures won't experience the same wait list as others. Like some of them, for example, I could see like Moff Gideon. Like it could be a situation where Moff Gideon becomes a waitlisted over pre-order night because of the release in Hong Kong, and then the drive to pre-order it, and then the numbers will go. I'm not saying it's going to happen because I'm just putting Moff Gideon in the same situation as Krennic, because Krennic experienced that 2 weeks after its release at Hong Kong. Release Hong Kong, not pre-order release, but actual release at Hong Kong. It sold out because of all the reviews, and it finally sold out in Sideshow and went blue screen. So all I'm saying is you want to be careful with certain figures. You want to be careful, especially the ones that are bottom feeders. Bottom feeders.
Yeah, but me, I'm very niche with my collection, so it's like if I really want it, I'm gonna get it, and if I can wait for it to come out because I know it's gonna sit, I'll let it sit. This is just knowing your market. Once you know your market and your IP, you already know what to get into. And Star Wars, there's always a love and hate relationship with it. There's always the unpopular character that becomes popular because he's rare. So,
Boxen is asking, how do you find out the market value of a rare collectible? Last time one sold out auctions, not 19. Well, you also got to look at Facebook as well, and then look at retailers that sell older figures that you can tell are resale value. Like, for example, there's a company that I look at all the time because they usually have deals. Like, I bought my shirt and we from there for pretty much $300 deluxe, and they had a deal for that. I'm usually looking at over there the Logan and the feature pass figure over there, and they're always selling for top freaking dollar over there for pretty much their resale value. And you got to have all these other options and to look at, right? But give me a second to see what's going on here. Gotta go, guys. Oh yeah, Loco Lu, you gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta get ready for work and stuff. But you guys don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Keep your wallet safe. The pre-orders ain't going anywhere. Buy what you want. Lock down whatever you want to lock down, and keeping your delivery, batch for later. Just don't let it slip your head. You know what I mean? Do your spreadsheets or whatever it is that you got to do to get yourself right. And may the weapons be with you.
Yes, always.
All right, I'll catch you guys. Peace,
brother.
And I'll see you later tonight for the unboxing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing the unboxing tonight, midnight stream.
Yeah, so. I gotta see the set it off. All right, later, guys.
Peace.
Let me see. 1/6 scale diecast Corvette, only 400 were made. Yeah, there's some figures that are tough to find, especially with that rarity number. Yeah, some of these rare figures that you don't see, these true grails, most people won't even put them out for sale because they're that much of a grail. The only time you see that happen for figures like that is if like they're in dire situation where
or it's like somebody died and it's through an estate sale.
Yeah, pretty much. Like it's gonna be tough. Like, let me see. The Yondus, all I see is $700, $800 for Yondus. All I see.
Yeah.
I was lucky to get it for $350 when I first started in 2019 in December. That's why I always say, if you're looking for grails, hunt them during the beginning of the year or at the end of the year, because there's people out there trying to, gather up money for their Valentines or their vacation money, during the beginning and the end of the year, right? And it's the perfect time to sell figure for low cost or close to retail, because they're trying to sell it as quickly as possible. Because if you price it at a resale price of $600-$700, that's going to sit for a minute until someone decides, you know what, I'll drop that $700. Some people will want to get this off their hands as quickly as possible, get the cash in to support their vacation or support a new figure that came out, and so forth, or help pay off taxes they owe. So let me see. I know we don't use them, but TW has BD85 and Rescue combined shipped for about $650-ish. I hope I can find this elsewhere. If they're able to get that to you, hey, that wouldn't be too bad. Combined ship for $658. Wait, let me see. I already don't use them, but TW and BD85 combined shipped. Oh wait, combined together with the shipping? Is that what you're saying? Shipping and the TW85 and Rescue combined. So that means you're saving. So they're pretty much what, 300. So pretty much $300 each.
Yeah, but then you're doubling your risk of having two bad figures, especially being die cast. So
that is true too. Sometimes what I'm hearing from TW is that people getting the TW figures, they're either used or they're pre-opened and they're advertised as new. So the thing is, you got to be careful with that. If you want to play the safe route, not the safe route, but saving route with that. Just remember, you can't send that back, because if you do send it back, you got to pay the shipping to send it back if it's damaged or whatever. It's still a deal, but like I said, you got to be careful with Toys Wonderland, because you won't be able to send it back unless you want to spend the shipping to send it back.
And that's a lot. So then it's going to cost even more now with all the shipping issues and how a good part of the world is now shut off from the other parts of the world. So
yeah, I just want you guys to be careful. I usually, when I order from Toys Wonderland, I usually order third parties or extra accessories I could find. Nothing too big ticket items, because I am afraid that it could happen to me that, when I get it, it's going to either come broken or lost in sea with the fishies, and they're playing with the Mark 85 battle damage under the sea.
No, they're with those 4,000 Porsches and Audis.
Damn.
Outside the Azores that sank.
Yeah. All right, so 252. Wow. Okay, so we only got about 8 minutes till we end the stream. So DonPrime, let me know what you got coming in, man, or what you're working on.
I just bought a chain base kit. Went a little hog wild, getting some electronics, some LEDs, all that stuff, and I'm gonna try and build my own Echo base. So again, it's cheaper than the Jazz diorama stuff, and not knocking his work, but apparently there is the potential for there to be a massive difference in quality from even one item to the next item in the same batch of items. So I'll try it myself.
Okay.
So
let me see. So guys, remember tonight I am doing a midnight stream. Once I end the stream up, I've got several figures I'm gonna open, the Venom, and then I'm opening Sephiroth. Finally open up this bad boy. There he is. Look at that. He's doing his shipper too, so I can't wait to open this one. Took me a minute from KG Hobby, but I finally got him. I'm cool with it. Damn. I'm just the only thing I'm disappointed with is that I still haven't gotten my Cloud and Daytona bike. I'm like, God, I'm still waiting for that.
Still, damn.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's stuck in Hong Kong. Okay?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. If I do it with any other way, it's gonna cost me about $2,000 just to get it over here. I'm like, nah, I'll just wait. I'll just wait till the shipping gets fixed up over there before I can send it over here, and then I'll pretty much have it paid off.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, and just as a heads up, prices are spiking everywhere right now because of world events. So again, if you go and you look at a shipping quote from yesterday to today and till tomorrow, they're all three are going to be different because again, because of the Rona situation, companies are changed their business model. And so there's basically, it's going to be almost like Uber, surge pricing. And hell, I was reading a story, like AMC movie theaters, they're looking at doing surge pricing for movie tickets.
Yeah, what was up with that? Are they surging the prices after?
They're testing it with the Batman. They're doing a test run. We're literally, depending on where you live and what time the show is and what seats you select, they're going to be different ticket prices. So,
hey, I just noticed something. Comiconcept, they lowered the price down. I think it was $17.99 for this. They lowered it down to $16.99.
Well, someone was saying Big Bad Toy Store did lowered it theirs too as well. Now I don't know if that also includes the overage or because like this through Big Bad Toy Store, yeah, you have $4 shipping, but they're just they're installing the true shipping cost into the price of the item. So don't think you're getting $4 shipping at Big Bad Toy Store for the Ecto 1.
That's true. That's still a good option for you guys if you ever wanted to hop on the Ecto 1 at Big Bad Toy Store. But the thing is, the reason why the price is different compared to others or hiked up a bit more because they're adding the shipping price into the actual main price of the figure. So with the $18.99 and with $4 shipping, the reason why it's $18.99 because of the shipping costs. They added it into it, then you pay the $4 shipping.
Indeed.
People paid crazy prices for Spider-Man No Way Home when it premiered. That's true too. People were like scalping for I saw it. Thousands of dollars for premiere tickets. Thousands of dollars, man. I mean, they were paying more than just how much is a Super Bowl ticket? Just a regular nosebleed section or whatever.
For the last one?
Yeah.
It was the most expensive ticket in history for the Super Bowl, even for nosebleeds.
How much was it?
It's I think some tickets were going nosebleeds, $10K a ticket.
Really? Oh
yeah.
My God. I don't think the premiere tickets were going for 1,000. They were going for 1,000, but I don't think
Spider-Man. Didn't somebody rent out a theater opening day? Then they spent $100K to do it.
What?
I know, I read other stories people a couple of days later they rented out a theater for a showing, but somebody literally rented out a theater for the entire day, not the entire theater, but just one screen.
Well, I believe it because I saw freaking Spider-Man 6 times that day. No Way Home. I was like, I gotta see this movie more. I gotta see this movie as many times as I can today. So I don't doubt it.
Again, I mean, and it's New York, so that kind of stuff always happens in Manhattan. There's some Uber flexing down there.
Big Dog Pound 1, take it easy, bro.
Hey, have a good evening.
But yeah, guys, remember we are going to be doing the stream tonight, midnight stream. I just need to chillax and take my time with other things. I wanted to actually call up Sideshow, but I ended up staying the next.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna call about that. But
well, the thing is, we hit up to a point in the 2 hour. If we didn't last that long after 30 minutes at the 8 o'clock mark, I would have been able to end it.
Gotcha.
I was like, we're so close to 3 hours already. I want to hit up the 3 hour mark. But
you're already committed.
already committed.
Yep.
But then I was gonna find my loophole. If P-Rock had jumped in just in time, right before freaking Lou left, I probably would have had a time because he would have been able to sit around and talk with you about certain things while I'm on the phone on mute to try and talk to Sideshow. But unfortunately, that's what wasn't the case. Then Lou left. I know he has to get ready for work. So I gotta wait till tomorrow to go ahead and cancel because I want to move that NRD and put it something else at Sideshow. I wanted to move it towards the quill. Actually, that's what I'm gonna get. Oh my god, the quill. Oh my god, the quill blur. That thing is gonna be a big piece in my collection.
I have spoken. We gotta bring that back.
I have spoken. So are you getting any of the blurgs?
No.
Wow.
Again, if I'm gonna get an actual animal, quote unquote, I want a dewback for my Sand Trooper.
Wait, is Jango out yet? No, Mafia.
No, the Jango delay emails are out now.
Jango is delayed, my guy. Jango is delayed.
Till like July-ish.
Let me check out Jango. Let me go back to Jango.
And Mark 85 was delayed again.
Yeah, everybody got delayed, bro. Everybody and the mother got delayed. Let me show Mafia the digits real quick. The facts. Look at that, guys. May to July. Not my boy, not Poppy, man. Not Poppy. Poppy got pushed back. Damn. That's man. It's gonna be okay, guys. We're gonna
stay. Yeah, don't jump off the ledge.
Yeah,
come on back.
We're good. If you're gonna jump off the ledge, jump off with a jetpack. All right, you guys got this.
Or make sure it's like you're jumping off your bed onto your floor. That's about it.
What about my Boba 2-pack? That's also getting delayed too. I've been hearing Boba Fett getting delayed too, as well. Boba Fett 2-pack also getting delayed. I haven't even got my email yet for shipping. I'm here like, damn, what's going on over
You know what the problem is? It's the docks. Not shots, but docks.
Docks. Everybody.
Docks. Yep. They're all well. I mean, and the thing is, like, they're saying it's like they're either they don't have the containers or they don't have the truck drivers. Or if they have the truck drivers, there's an issue with appointment times because there's still such a backlog. So, like, yeah, it's a giant cluster.
Y'all just ruined my day. It is the way. It is the way, Mafia. It is the way. Just got in.
Don't have a good day. Have a great day.
Have a great day. What is the dealio with the crazy eyes Ahsoka? Don't worry about that. It's just the freaking instruction manual. We haven't really seen the true final production photos of Ahsoka. We haven't even seen her come out yet. So just be patient, be humble until we actually see the final production photos of Ahsoka. The whole bug eye instruction manual, we don't have to go crazy on. So it's not over yet, guys. There's no rhyme or reason which figures they released and which ones they delay, at least from the outside looking in. That's true too, because the thing is, look how many times they've missed out on hype train figures that they could have even released early or released on time with the movie or show or thereafter. They've always missed the mark. Hell, like I was going to talk about this, but we didn't have time. We're going to end the stream in a minute. But look at all this talks of the Hot Toys pre-order being released. The 1/6 scale, the Batman for between 3/11 and 5/08.
Yeah, March 11th through May 8th.
Okay, March 11th to May 8th. You see that? So May 8th. You see that? So we might see that Batman come up for pre-order, or at least the prototype preview of it at some point. So
And just one other thing, real quick. So, just reading real quick. So, apparently, Elizabeth Olsen signed a 7-year contract extension with Marvel.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
I would question, an actual number. That's what they're reporting because every other contract has been number of movies, not years. But either way, it sounds like she has extended with Marvel. So it appears like they're actually going to do she might be getting her own solo movie as well.
Wow. Hey, I wouldn't mind mommy getting her own solo movie. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, who would have thought, considering her sisters are married, Kate and Ashley, how much money they made as a kid. Now, like 30 years later, like one of them is married to like some 50-year-old guy and 58-year-old guy, and the other one is, yeah. But yeah, no, she's the one that came out the best. So
it is what it is. But I'm looking forward to Wanda being more involved with the Marvel because I really enjoyed her in the comics, especially when her overpowerness at one point where she literally destroyed the universe at that point or recreated the universe, more like it. So I definitely want to see more Scarlet Witch. I would like to see her doing her own show, or he already had her own show with Wanda, but a movie would be pretty cool. Like that would be like. If she goes to doing some crazy action, maybe throwing Doctor Strange in there. Multiverse Madness.
Or the White Vision, and White Vision gets reformatted into the memory is found Vision, but it's like the gold version or something.
Yeah. And we may see opportunity to get an actual EndGame Scarlet Witch at one point, maybe through a flashback or something. I've been waiting for that one.
EndGame Falcon.
EndGame Falcon 2. Oh my god, that'd be freaking perfect. But I doubt we'll get any of those because Hottoys is still working on the other Marvels. I don't think they're ever gonna go back to that. But you never know. They went back with the Back to the Future stuff. But we could chat on about what ifs and what have yous. But at the moment, everything's delayed, and I have to end the stream so I can actually get at least a 2-hour nap before I do the unboxing tonight. So I actually need to set up the unboxing tonight. I need to set up the actual stream for you guys. So remember, guys, midnight unboxing the Venom, and the game toy 7 feet off. And oh my god, my voice is tired. All right, let's head on to bed. Anything you want to say, DonPrime, before we go?
Nope. And again, just check out Nate. I'll try to jump on if I can, but I'll probably be in bed. I got to work in the morning. But again, yeah, if you like what you see, just hit that subscribe button, comment. And again, we do everything for you guys, the people. But we're just a bunch of cool, normal people here and just give our opinions and try to help you out and save you a buck because we do it for you, the people.
The people. All right, everyone. Remember, we're just simple clear trying to make. Wait. Okay, Mafia James.
You're on the clock.
You're on the clock. You're on the clock, Mafia James. You're on the clock, man.
Time is money.
What about TDKR Batman? Let's see. When does
Dark Knight Rises Batman? He's talking about the the DX Batman?
Yeah. Let me look him up. Let me see what was the date for that. No, not that. Not Batman Begins. DX13 or
no, like DX20?
DX20 or something like that. I forgot these DXs. No, that's a quarter scale. Damn it. All right, give me a second. It's not even pulling up on my. Give me a second. Let me go to Hot Toys and let me go to the listings here. Hot Toys. Let me go to DC. DC pre-order. DC Comics. Yep. DC and go to pre-orders. And then
it still says April 2020 to June 2020. It says April to June.
Yep. So there's no delays for it. So you still got time. We still got time for it to be released between April and what was the other day then? June. So look at that. So there's no delay. There was talk that it was supposed to come out early because of the Batpod release. Those rumors are 86. It's not gonna happen now. I don't think it's gonna come out early because with all the delays we have, this is gonna come out on time between April and June.
Mafia, I mean, Jango and the Boba, they've been delayed. No one's getting them soon. Like, Jango hasn't even been released in Hong Kong yet.
Wait, my Jango still says January, March, and my Boba, they're lying to you.
Jango is officially delayed. It doesn't matter what it says on your order page. You have to actually go to the physical item to see the updated shipping. That's what Sideshow will tell you. Yeah.
May and July.
Yeah, I mean, I canceled mine and I was able to get my NRD back because I'm not going to sit around with them with my money.
Yeah, yeah, that was the reason why we did the stream in the first place. The big topic was these delayed figures. So, yeah, man, I hate to break it to you, they are delayed. Yeah, I know it sucks. Everyone get that. Let me see. All right, give me a second.
It depends on you just contact Sideshow if you cancel and get your NRD back.
Yeah, you can always you can always cancel that as well. There you go. This is what I wanted right here. All right, give it a second. Let me bring it up here. There you go. All right.
Apparently, Sam, only select people are getting notices, but those notices have been out for a little bit and nothing's actually shipped because apparently they were getting micro batches of like the 2-pack, and only a very short number of people even got emails that it was getting to the docks.
Mafia James, should I cancel my Boba 2-pack and Jango and just wait? If you need the capital to spend it on elsewhere, on another figure or another statue or whatever, then yes, you have an opportunity to cancel to get your NRDs back and then use it on something else. If you want to, Mafia James, you want to use that money for something else, yes. Boba 2-pack though, I don't see that selling out because there are already so many pre-orders and so many cancellations already. They got an influx of those. That's going to sit. So you got time to work on the Boba 2-pack. So it's not going to sell out anytime soon anyway. But if you want to cancel your orders, and Jango Fett, you're safe for that too. So if you want to cancel and move your NRDs or something else and wait till the actual pre-order announcement release of those figures, not the Boba 2-pack, but Jango Fett, you can hop on that order by then. Let me see. Was just counting the months since I still got pre-order 19 months. Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right, so I wanted to end the stream with this quote over here just to make sure.
Everybody got that?
Good.
Talk.
Oh, damn. That's funny.
Yep. No, sir, I didn't see you playing with your dolls again.
But all right, guys. Remember, we're just simple collectors trying to make our way in this freaking galaxy, especially with the damn delays. And may the weapons be with you always.
Thank you, folks. Have a good evening. Hold the line.
Buy 3 Ecto-1s, of course.
Yes.